There's wait, where's my? Yeah, well, everyone standing across from each other. Some of my notes aren't here, but I don't. I'll do it from memory.
I love
it. Everyone was standing in their respected runic circle, and then Heel just shouted out that everyone was there to be executed, and he was going to be delivering that, which caused Kestrel to cast invisibility and move away. And everybody else started kind of just convening toward the center of the enclosed walled area. There was a lot of fighting that happened. Keel started smacking around. I can't see the character names. Hem and Keel were engaged in melee combat while Nanai was pulling out candy. Nanai was pulling out candy in like the middle of the area. Arnatar was content to just kind of watch and listen while everyone was moving toward / away from each other, depending on who you were. Fighting continued for a little while, and then 2 different groups of 5 appeared. Arnatar tried to integrate with the northern group, and then the southern group locked in on Tem and Nanai, who happened to be talking about executing kidnappers. Keel also immediately identified the northern group as actual bad guys, killed 2 with Thunderwave and Spiritual Weapon. Arnatar purposefully missed shooting at Keel to try to blend in a little bit. Several of these bandits landed blows on Keel after he destroyed 2 of them. Tem was attacking the nearest one to him in the southern group. Kestrel started healing Keel, who was almost dead. And then Kestrel also viciously mocked the closest bandit to Keel. Keel ultimately killed 6 bandits. Kem killed 3, and I killed 1 of them, which makes all 10. They were out of the 2 groups of 5. Keel then tried to give last rites to all of the ones he killed, the 6 that he killed, while Tem immediately began throwing dead bodies to the plant creature that was kind of just chilling in the middle of this whole battle. Didn't really do a whole lot while that was all happening. Kestrel was asking Arntar about the yellow portal after he went to investigate it after everyone died. And Arntar said that it teleports people in here, which is basically just what everyone observed. Not really a earth-shattering revelation there. Nanai just kind of chills sitting on a rock for a while everyone is mingling. Kestrel walked into the yellow mist just to see if anything would happen. Nothing did. She also uses her wand of magic detection and finds that it is conjuration magic. Tem confirmed that the plant monster is alive and is fey, using some kind of spell or ability. Also noted that Keel's last rites involved pouring water down the dead bodies' mouths. Everyone introduced themselves and gave at least a brief background of how we got there, and basically came out that Cythereal had recruited everyone, and everyone has had run-ins of their own with this group of child kidnappers, and we've all somehow been staying at seemingly identical like guest rooms, I guess, with a great eye. And then we took a short rest, and we had to get around the plant monster because we figured out there doesn't seem to be an easy way to just like walk out of this place after some exploring. Arnitar just teleported behind the plant monster. Everyone else eventually, after lots of, testing and prodding of the plant, everyone eventually just kind of ran past it, jumped over the vines, and basically sprinted for the runic circle behind the plant, which let everyone leave, and Arnitar was just kind of standing there like trying to help everybody, and then was left as the last one to go through. But we all went through, and then we landed back sort of where everyone came from in the big hall with the great eye, and Cythereal was there, and I'm pretty sure that's where we ended.
That was very factual recap of what happened. Guys, I like that. In the future, if you could do it like in your character's point of view of things happened, add some flair to it.
I will endeavor to do that next time.
Make it more flavorful. But that was very accurate. I think you got all the big points there. Everyone, take one inspiration. You don't carry them over from last week. You just get a new one to start. Arnitar, you get 2 of them. So just keep that in mind.
Thank you.
And then the way we ended the session was you all teleported back into the suite. And Cythereal was there to greet you. My friends! Oh, it is so good to see you all alive and well and successful. You did perfectly, I bet. I did, like, no one left alive. Right? Yeah, you killed them all? He's walking towards you with arms wide open, with a big smile on his face.
After some initial confusion, yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, I have to test your skills. I don't want someone who just goes in willy-nilly and just kills everyone, points ahead and goes, "You have been slated for execution." Who does that? I want you guys to interact and figure out that not everyone deserves to die, because when you're out in the actual field, you will never know what life might throw at you, and you have to be able to dodge and weave with the punches. So, what did you learn?
That you determine who intends to die?
Well, I mean, no, that's going to be you, really. I mean, when you think about it, you're the one with the sword. Go stabby stab. But if you notice, I made some changes to the suite. I don't know if you really introduced yourselves yet or not, but basically, you'll be living together for the foreseeable future. You are now my party of Grymwood.
You're prisoners. Got
What? You're not prisoners. Not really. I mean, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, you by associating with me, are wanted criminals as far as the bandit kidnappers are concerned. They see you, they're gonna kill you. They have spies everywhere.
So we're wanted by wanted people?
Yes, and their extensive reach is far. So, for instance, they are in the highest reaches of the government. They're in the slums. They're in the woods. They can reach you if they knew who you were. So, I keep you safe. And he gestures to this whole mansion and goes, I'm sure that you've all figured out by now that this is not the really, big mansion inside of, the landscape or what. No, this is a magical mansion. You're living in, a portal dimension here.
Shocking revelation.
I know. It's riveting, let me tell you. However,
Has the library expanded, or
yes,
still
as you can
stuck?
see right next to you, the library to the southwest of you is a lot larger than it was before when you were living alone.
Oh, excellent. I was not expecting that.
Well, the great guy was telling me how much you like to read about, very mundane stuff. So I figured I'd get you more books to read about very mundane stuff.
Great. How is the great eye telling you that? Because I find it's very difficult to get full sentences.
I mean, he
out of
doesn't
it.
tell me. I just went through your room and I saw there was a lot of books about mundane stuff laying around.
So you were okay. Got it.
It's my room. Of course I'm going to go through and see what you guys are doing. I'm curious.
Well, you could have just said that instead of saying that the great eye told you.
Well, then there's no mystery if I do that.
The implication being that the great eye has a great mouth.
Yes.
Hey.
Very good. I like that, Kestrel. I like that. So, you're very quiet. Mr. Tem, Pula, Keel. What are on your mind? Are you just staring at him?
I'd like to know why you didn't seek to correct me when I was going to go in there and kill everybody if they were supposed to be on my side.
Because I wanted to see what you would do, and you were not going to really die if you died over there. Kind of, but not really. You would actually die, but there's a safeguard that would have brought you back to life, eventually. So if any of you, the 5 of you, inside my domain were to perish, I can bring you back. It's no big deal.
Insight check that.
Absolutely roll insight check.
It sounds like a fancy way of saying that you enjoy suffering.
No.
Of the suffering of others.
I don't like suffering of others. Again, this was a test to see if you could think on your feet. And the fact that all 5 of you are alive and you returned together simultaneously means you did. You were able to quickly figure it out who you were in regards to each other. Kestrel. He looks to be very earnest and passionate about what he's talking about. He has a lot of enthusiasm. You don't really detect any trace of maliciousness or ill intent. Because here's the thing. I send you out into the Grymwood forest inside the Feywild, yeah? And you come across a bunch of people. And they were not part of when I give you the overview, before I send you on the mission, I'm going to give you all these, things that I know and what to expect as best as I can. And when you go, and if there's something along the way or there that's different that you didn't expect, I need to know you can think on your feet and make the right decisions. This is the way I can figure that out.
Whilst Ethereal was talking and explaining most of the things, Nanaipula has had a long day. And, she's been agreeing with him the whole time, like, oh yeah, and then she's gonna be slowly making her way over to the buffet table.
Absolutely.
You did great, yeah. So yeah.
And just as you look around, you do notice that where things have been rearranged a little bit. On the east side of the major mansion area is all the armor, helmets, leg armor, cuirasses of all very types, light, medium, heavy. Down to the south are all the different weapons, and to the west are all the clothing, the tools, the knickknacks that you might want to carry with you on a journey. There's also now addition of like, a poker table, chess table, all sorts of clothing from common to traveling to fine wear. And then to the northern side is the never-ending feast of all kinds of food, from vegetarian, vegan, all the meats, everything mixed together separately, but together, where it has everything. Pancakes. I love pancakes. So like, there's gonna be pancakes there, breakfast foods, lunch, dinner, desserts, snacks. Anything you think of is there. Like magic. And then in the center of the room is a massive library where you can sit and recline and read books. Everything available to you is from the player's handbook. Nothing magical like potions. But you have access to anything. Like, you want plate armor, you can have plate armor. If you want like a poison toolkit, you can have that as well. Like, it's all there. And then the very north side is all your rooms with some extra to spare, just in case. He goes, I tailored each of your rooms specifically to you. The fact that you all ended up with exactly the same is not my fault. You're all very boring people. So, enjoy and discuss. If you have any questions, you can let me know. I'm going to go eat. I'm starving. But talk amongst yourselves and, get to know each other. I think now would be the first time you would be ready to sit and speak, yeah?
Without the active threat of death, I suppose that is true. Logistical question for you, Eddie. What happens when you eat something off the table? Is it like immediately replaced, or
as you pull like a turkey leg off, like, you don't notice it being replaced, but it never ends either. Like, it's just like as you turn away, walk away, and the time you go back, it's like still there. If you test it and like just pile all the turkey legs on there, like you take like 5 of them, like it just doesn't seem to really go away.
Got it.
I don't know when and I don't know where, but at one point I'm going to juggle turkey legs just to see if it's never ending.
Okay, let me know when you do.
Oh, not right now.
But right now, unless you guys have specific questions for Cythereal, because he's going to go eat, is your time. So you can role play with each other, or you can tell me what you want to do with your downtime.
Has it been? How long has it been? Is it like been a whole day since we left, or is it still?
No, it's been probably like 15 minutes since you first got to the prison yard to now.
So we haven't
Right,
taken
okay.
like a rest or anything, right?
You haven't had a rest since you ended the fight.
We took a short rest in there.
Yes, but not a long rest.
Yeah. Well, Arntar wants to go get a sling from the weapon rack.
Okay, you remember how to equip it in Foundry, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I believe so.
Control space will bring up the menu, and then you can drag it to your inventory.
Yep.
Stroll is gonna take a little bit of downtime. She'll head to the table and I don't have it. I can't move my character.
How
Shoot.
dare I keep it paused? Go on.
Should we? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was gonna head to the table and like with a plate of food, I'll take out a lute and start kind of like tuning it.
Oh, okay. All right, Tem, what are you doing? You're kind of quiet.
So what Tem is gonna do is gonna go up to Cytherea, and he's I mean, Tem's a very simple guy, so he's gonna be like, so what is next? We killed all the murderers or all the child nappers. What is next?
Can I try to strum a string every time? Because I love Tem's robotic talk. So, like, as they keep talking, I'm going to kind of start strumming a... like, you know what I mean? Kind of making it sound like he's beatboxing a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that. Ah, he's eating. He has like a mouthful of food. Oh, I'm so glad you asked that. Okay, so I have another mission for you, but I'm gonna let you guys relax for a bit. You can wait till tomorrow. But you're gonna have a lot more murdering to do to save children. It's actually a rescue mission.
Oh, a rescue mission. Those are my favorite. And Tem's gonna walk to like the library. He's proficient in forgery, so he's gonna start practicing that.
Okay. Who's he practicing? Like what are you practicing in specifically?
It's weird, but he writes different people's names down. They're all generic names, in different styles and different fonts. If anyone ever writes down their name somewhere, he tries to basically remember it and copy it for the future.
Okay. Right. We're going to do an intelligence check, please, to see how well you can retain it as you do it. Okay. You keep working at it. It just doesn't seem to be sticking very well. Maybe because of the damage you took, earlier, you're having a problem retaining that information. And what about you, Keel?
I'm gonna make my way over to this table, plop myself down in the chair, lean back in it, and, like, prop my feet up on the table, take out we'll call it like a juvenile kraken's tooth, and start carving it, and just be silent and just kind of shoot glares at Cytherea.
Every time he catches your eye, like every time he looks over as he's talking to the others, and he sees you like glaring at him, he just gives you a smile.
But I'm going to observe the others for the moment.
Can I ask Keel? I'll kind of like cast a glance over at the tooth he's got.
You don't have to ask me, just go ahead and ask.
I'll ask him then, like, what is that? What are you making?
So I hold the tooth out towards you. It's carvings I like to do on bones that I've found on my journeys. And like on it you can kind of see the etchings of like a ship being carved into it. You dip it into ink and it forms this very beautiful sort of art ink carving.
It's quite beautiful.
I would have many to show you, but unfortunately I'm stuck here away from my things. glare at Cythereal.
I told you to bring what you wanted. You didn't listen. You didn't tell me, hey, I have things I want to go get. Did you? Did you?
I didn't know I was leaving my plane.
I told you we were going to the Feywild. I did.
She told you that.
I don't.
I did a whole test
Think
with
so?
you. I explained to you about having to be careful with your words. Remember? I told you about the side effects. Like, there was a whole speech. He sounds like
is it?
exasperated.
What kind of bone is it?
Hey,
Oh,
don't
this
change the
is
subject.
This is a tooth from a kraken.
Wait, a kraken?
But for real, out of character, I don't remember doing that in my session.
I did it in everyone's session. True or false, guys?
True.
True.
Remember we did the whole thing where he said, "May I have your name?" and then you forgot who you were. And you were like, "Fuck, I'm gonna hate this."
Sensing the tension between Cythereal and Keel, Kestrel's gonna kind of like take out her lute. She's gonna play a couple chords and then she's gonna say, "There once was a kraken so vast, whose tooth was quite fearsome and fast. It gleamed in the light with power and might, but alas, its dental hygiene was surpassed."
Oh, I would give you an inspiration if you didn't already have one. Well done. I like that. That was very magnificent. So, do you think you're a better fighter or a better poet?
I think I'm a little bit of both, I guess.
A warrior poet. I like it. I'm down. Out of character. Are you looking through your notes there, Keel?
Yeah, I don't have it at all, but I'll take your word for it.
I'll find them as we play. But continue.
Oh, that was it. I just wanted to do this. As soon as he said kraken, I was like, I've got something for that.
That was a general continue for the people.
Nanipula, with her like 5 stacks of plate she's been bouncing on 2 arms, finally sets them all down. Oh, this buffet is so nice, and that song was so lovely. What do you call that one?
Oh, it was just a limerick about his kraken tooth.
You could earn some good money
I
singing
know.
like that in a bar. Oh, wow.
Oh, I have before.
You guys should eat up. It's good food. Nothing's good like free food. She's gonna keep like working through mountains of plates.
Hi, Cunanai. I think that is a very true statement.
And she's like trying to agree with you with like a mouthful of food and a bone hanging out of her mouth.
Out of character, back to Keel, real quick. I'm looking through the notes. You are absolutely right, sir. You had a very different scenario than everyone else. I forgot about the whirlpool.
Okay, that's where I was losing my mind about. It's like the portal just appeared and I jumped in.
Right, it's not my fault. I didn't tell you to jump through the portal. You went through the portal. I found you here and took you under my wing. And I did tell you about the other children and hunting the other people, yes. But you were already here.
Yes, but saving the children is why I jumped through, and that's why I tried to kill everybody here. But if you just told me that everyone here was also for the children, we could have had a much easier time of it.
Well, I mean, if I tell you everything, where's the fun in that? When you go into a real mission, I tell you everything I know, yes. But this was a test. Because if you weren't up to the test, if you failed the test, I'd send you back to your plane and be done with you. Because I don't want people dying on my conscience. I can't have it. For real dying. But, not only did you pass, you killed so many. You guys killed 10. 10 of them. There's only 5 of you. 2-to-1 odds, and you lived.
You just hear some muttering from like the stacks of books to the south. Like it wasn't even hard. What are you surprised about?
Well, I mean, individually, a lot of you got your asses handed to you. I'm just gonna say that honestly, okay? I did too. I'm not saying it's just you, but like, I wanted to be sure of bringing people in together how you would work together, or if you wouldn't. Synergy is super important in a team.
And so we're all a team, or does that make you like what our leader?
I am your patron. I am giving you each 20% of the bounty, remember? I said 20 to each of you? This is why. There's 5 of you. It's 100% of the money. I keep nothing.
How noble.
No, it has nothing to do with being noble. I'm gonna be honest. I'm under a lot of pressure by my patrons to get this shit done. So I need help. And if I can give you money to do it, I'm gonna do it.
And who exactly would your patrons be?
I can't reveal that information, sorry. One thing I could tell you though, and it's 100% accurate. You don't know them.
That's true.
But if you do well, maybe I'll introduce you, and you can see who I work for and get a feel for what's really at stake here.
Have you talked to Apollyon about any of this?
Who's Apollyon?
I should introduce you. I will do that tomorrow.
Oh, okay. He just kind of stares at you for a couple. Oh, he doesn't see you. He just hears the voice over the bookcase.
I'm just kind of like chiming in occasionally as I'm literally like scouring through every single title to see if there's anything that I might be interested in.
Is there anything you're looking for, or you're just glancing around?
I would be looking for anything having to do with this particular sigil. Anything to do with magic in general. I'll leave it at that.
There's a sheet of paper you find, and it says, like a title header says, "Magic," and underneath it goes, "It's real." Period.
Fantastic.
I do need you to make a let's do a investigation check to see if you can find anything that's specific to what you're looking for. What is this bullshit? Get rid of the private.
With magic in the air, like with magic like in this world, that's like the equivalent of finding a note that's like, Earth, it's round.
Is it though?
Hey, there are flat earthers.
Those are the people in our world who are in this world that don't believe in magic. Those are the flat earthers.
Brian, you rolled privately. I can't see it.
Oh, sorry. It's a 13.
Okay. No, nothing about the sigil at the very least. There are various tomes about like the weave and Mistra, etc., that you may or may not already know about, but like the book titles you might not recognize, you'll start glancing through, but it doesn't really have any new information that you as a player would not already know.
Yeah. Arnitar would still collect any book. Like, Nanai is piling food 5 stories high. I am piling books in the same way.
Nanai, what kind of food did you get?
Anything soft.
You got some applesauce.
To be honest, no one was looking at the table when she was picking them out. She, like an uncleanly uncivilized person. She did take a bite out of some and then put it back. She was like, "It's too hard," and she went for the other stuff. Oh yeah, like
Gross.
yeah, she's a gross ass old lady. And she's just so you see a lot of porridges, soups, meats that were stewed. She loves the bone marrow and all that stuff. So it's all piled high. Everything soft. Nothing hard.
Right. Tam, I've been meaning to ask you, do you eat? Like what? Like it kind of like pokes your head a little bit. It goes, do you need oil? Like, how does this work?
I do not need to eat. I am powered by the sun.
Oh, so what happens if you don't get sun?
The moonlight helps.
And what happens if you don't get moonlight?
Are we not in a room with a ceiling?
No, there's a ceiling. That's my point. Is there's no windows.
Well, I might die.
No, that is no good. That is.
Wait, someone knows the spell daylight, right? We could just cast daylight on him.
Oh, that's actually very smart. Do you have daylight?
What's that?
Yes, it's you know it's the
Oh.
thing where it's a bright light.
No. And then goes back to eating.
Does anyone have daylight? He looks.
Isn't daylight like a level 3 spell?
Yeah, I know, but she brought it up, so he's asking. None of you are high enough level to have it yet.
By the way, Tim, how do we know when you're, like, needing daylight? Do you beep?
I'm
Out of character, do you need sunlight to rest?
No, I don't.
Okay, but how often? If you don't know, you can make it up. How often do you need daylight or moonlight in order to not die?
You know what it is? It's gonna be that he for some reason gets depressed when he doesn't see the sun or the moon.
Does Tem have seasonal depression?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
So his red eye just starts slowly fainting lower by lower. But he doesn't know what's going on.
Okay. So you don't actually die. You just like feel like you're going to die.
Exactly.
Okay. I'll make sure I send you out on missions often enough so you can get some light. Okay.
Just imagine going into his room and be like, okay, Tim, it's time to go on our next mission. What's the point?
Too real. Okay. So, did you all talk about, like, do you know where you're all from? You're all... Test. Hi, Arnatar, all the way zoomed in there.
Sorry.
Everybody else like, oh, did I do something?
No, when you guys talk, it, like, focuses on you. What was I gonna say? Oh, did you all tell each other, like, where you're from? Like, you're all from Faerun. You're from the same plane. Who knows? You might be even neighbors and not even know.
Well, I asked some questions, but they did not respond. They wanted me to give them my whole backstory, and I did, but they didn't want to.
They're so rude.
I know. I even tried to get their name.
It's almost like we're being careful with our words. And I'm drumming a string every time I hit a...
You
Like,
don't have to
hit a
worry with
word.
each other. It's only very select few Fey beings that can do that to you. But since you don't know what they could be, you have to be careful with outsiders. You guys are not Fey. You can do what you want.
We were all outsiders all of 10 minutes ago.
Well, fair point. It's a good thing you don't trust each other right away, but now you can, because I'm telling you it's okay. We'll start with you, Kestrel. Where are you from?
I'm gonna give a dirty look to Cytherea, like, mm.
He has a big smile on his face. I know where they're all from. I can just start listing if I'm giving you the opportunity to speak for yourself.
I just give it a dirty look. I am from Neverwinter.
Oh, Neverwinter. Anyone else from Neverwinter?
I believe Tem is.
She immediately looks over at Tim. Yeah.
Do you respond, Tim?
Neverwinter, I have never seen you around, and I know everyone in Neverwinter.
I don't think we hung out in the same. What's the word I'm thinking of?
Circles.
Social. Yes,
Oh.
circles. No, yeah, that was better. Circles.
What do you mean? I even know all the guards.
I would not have hung around the guards.
Why not? They're so friendly.
I regret not having that opportunity, I guess. What did you do with the guards?
Oh, I helped them whenever they needed help.
Did you? Well, that's very kind of you. Did they like build you then, or were you like built for the guards of Neverwinter?
No, I was sent here by my is it deity? Yeah, right? My deity.
Hell?
Yes. Are you a follower of Helm?
No, but you had
Do
made
you
mention of
want
it.
to be?
Oh, I'm not in the market, but thank you.
Hey, Lizard Man, do you want to be a follower of Helm?
Why don't you tell me why I should?
Oh,
Well, he's a good person. He brought me to life. He can help you.
What's he going to help me with?
I mean, we
He's
already do
never-
have life.
He's going to reveal my secrets that are locked.
Mm-hmm.
Like secrets you don't know, or secrets we don't know.
That I don't know. I was created a long time ago. And I only remember the last 2 years.
How curious.
Do you only remember the last like 2 years in Neverwinter, or you were somewhere else before that, and you like recently went to Neverwinter?
Well, I was found in I need to look at my backstory. I was found in a little island off the coast of Neverwinter, and I went straight there.
Who found you?
Like I said, it was a voice in my head.
Oh, like the
Yes.
voice of Helm found you.
Yes, he said that I had a job to do. So, will you be followers of Helm?
Let's see how helpful he is.
Oh.
I'll consider it.
Okay. And then he goes to Real. Or Keel, right? Real or Keel?
Keel.
Keel, would you like to be a follower of Helm?
I already have one deity type in my life, and that's all that I need to follow.
Oh, that's too bad. Nane, would you like to be a follower of Hell?
Oh, I met a lot of deities in my past and a lot of believers of different deities. Tell you what, Tim, if you stick with us and you help us find those kids and save them, then I will be your next follower of Hell.
Sounds great.
You promise? Can I keep that promise? And like a kid, she's like, do you know when like old adults are just like, okay, do you promise now? Are you gonna keep it like that? She's kind of going like that in her old voice.
Well, I was sent here for that reason.
Great. I'm glad we have an understanding. And she kind of looks at everyone and winks.
Cestro will wink back.
Cythereal leans in to whisper to you. No one else can hear unless you guys try to hear, in which case roll a perception check. But he whispers to you, goes, no, you should be careful with him. Don't cross him. He's very violent.
What? Why did you even add him to the team?
Because he's very violent and he's trying to save the children. I think he was a good addition, but don't lie to him, okay? I worry for your well-being.
Nana looks a little stunned, but then she goes, I mean, my time was coming anyways.
I mean, if you're ready to embrace it, that's fine. I'm just saying. Kestra, you do hear it. Like what he's whispering.
I'm gonna pretend like I don't.
So, Pula, why don't you share where you're from? Nanai.
Yes, one moment.
Yours is the easiest.
I know!
We did a whole campaign there.
Oh, I remember. Now, what did you say, Cytherea?
He like looks so like not frustrated. He just looks like sad for you. He's like, it's okay if it's a hard time to remember right now. But I was asking, do you know where are you from?
Yes!
Do
I
really
remember.
this? Like,
What's that?
this? Can I insight check this old doddering act?
Absolutely, roll insight. And for you, Nanai, send me a message just to me to the GM, either persuasion or deception, depending on what it is.
Okay.
Make sure it's GM roll only. Arnatar, so as you're like listening to her and trying to glean if she's just putting on a front, she's very open. Like you read a little bit of body language, like she doesn't seem like she's being shifty at all or giving anything away to show that she's not how she is.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt. Continue.
Well, I'm actually living on the borders of Phandalin. My children are old and grown, and I have grandchildren to the north. But I live a comfortable life.
Yes, you do. And he puts like his hand on your shoulder. He's like, yes, you do. You did a very good job with your life.
You're so sweet, Sithy.
Oh, you sorry, you. Do you have one of those candies?
Oh, yes, please, come. And she like unloads her bag a little, shakes it out, and like maybe about like 20 pieces of candy come out.
None of them are wrapped or anything, right?
Some are, you know.
He takes
variety.
one that's wrapped and he's like, thank you.
Anything for you, Cynthia. And she gives him a good tap on the arm. You're such a sweet boy.
Oh,
And she goes
thank
back
you.
to eating.
If you lived a comfortable life, how did you end up here?
Oh, well, Scythy found me. Well, yeah, Scythy found me.
I'm raising an eyebrow at Ethereal now. I've maybe misjudged him a little bit.
I'm also sort of reevaluating my judgment of Cytherea.
Speaking of Arnatar, how about you?
I am from the Marsh of Chilimber.
I don't think out of character any of you guys would know that, but you can, if you're interested, you could try to roll like a history check.
The Marsh of what?
Chilimber. Chelimber.
That doesn't ring a bell to you, Kestrel.
Oh, I know that place.
Do you know? Have you been there?
Nope.
Good for you. Well done.
She'll just keep strumming on the lute.
That's, again, very factual. You're very to the point, yes.
Yep. Any other questions, or are you satisfied?
I mean, I'm quite satisfied. That was great. Thank you. And
I'll
Keel.
tip my fake cap.
Keel. I know you don't really like me too much, but are you willing to share where you're from?
I give a sigh and I put my feet down and I lean in. Most recently, I have kept residence in the town of Farview in the Moonshade Isles.
And what's that like?
I get to wake up every day and greet the sweet ocean air. It is fantastic.
Do I know where that is?
Yeah, it's to the west of the Sword Coast. Like, it's in that ocean area. The whole
Okay.
scattering of islands.
Got it.
And thank you for sharing. Everyone say thank you, Keel.
I thank you, kid.
Thank you, Keel.
But there's something else you all have in common. I chose each of you for this endeavor because all of you I found helping rescue children at each of your different places at different times. All of you saw that children being kidnapped and interceded on their behalf. That is not a little thing. Not many people would risk their necks for people they don't know. So, I brought you all here to work together with that foundation of goodness inside of each of you. And if I didn't say it earlier, I'm really sorry about it. But Keel, you're going to be taking notes tonight. I'm assuming that's why you're writing it down.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll nod in appreciation for Cythereal sharing that and just kind of once again reevaluate everyone a little bit.
Some of you had varying degrees of success. The big guy, some of you may know who I'm talking about, kind of fucked things up. That when he came and joined in. Some of you haven't had the pleasure of meeting him. Let's hope you never have to until it's time to kill him. But it was the effort.
I think we will need a few more missions before we're ready for that.
Well, good. Then I have the perfect one just for all of you. Are you all done eating? He looks at Nanai and he goes, okay, you can finish eating, then we can go over it.
And you see her wrapping certain like meats in napkins and putting it in her bag.
That is going to... Do you want a container?
Do you have some, darling?
Oh, great eye! Can you give us a container better than napkins to put food in? And right in front of you is some Tupperware.
Oh, this is handy. You can put my cabbage soup in here next time. And she's gonna start shoveling in food. You know, nothing is good like free food, kids. You'll learn this when you're older. And she just starts shoving them into her bag. And you notice her bag never seems to get full. And she keeps just shoving them in.
Noting that in my
I'm
head for later.
Ellie noting that as
But
well.
also, does that imply that plastic exists?
No, these are glassware.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
So, I do have a mission for you. The people you executed, they did give me a few leads. It took me a little while to figure it out. But I know where they're keeping some children. There's
How
this...
reliable is it? Aren't they all part of different cells?
They are, but one of them, as far as reliability, I'm just telling you, it came from one of them, and I don't think he's lying. I'm pretty good at telling the truth from not. But I think he's telling the truth. So I'll tell you what I know, and then it's up to you what you do from there. Whether you want to reconnaissance first, or just go in screaming, great axe wailing, or, you know, some other approach. But in the Grymwood forest, there is a house. I was able to glean on a map exactly where, so I can teleport you near to the location. And what we could do from there is up to you, but supposedly there are 2 children being held there. And anywhere from 10 to 20 bandits, I'll call them, are at the place at any one time.
You guard 2 children?
What kind of children?
To be honest, I didn't ask. Race is not important here. What's important is their children.
Ask next time.
He like tilts his head at you, goes, You don't eat certain races, do you?
Not unless I have to.
Okay, noted. He gives like a quick
And then I lick.
glance at everyone around the table. It's just like, whoa.
I'm gonna lick my chops, looking directly at it, as if elves are a delicacy. Even though
Make
they're
an
not.
intimidation check.
I'm gonna kind of half cover my ears.
Yeah.
Nana kind of looks thoughtfully and nods with his like, yeah, if you have to, yeah.
He's kind of like, as you lick your like lips, he actually, are you coming on to me?
I'll wink at him next.
Okay, no. So,
That was
listen,
spicy.
I know it's a little too spicy for me. I'm going to be. I already have someone. It's not you. It's me. Okay.
I'm just fucking with you, Cythereal.
That's good to know. Good to know.
Or trying to, anyway.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Well done.
So, there's a house. I think it's a single story, maybe an attic. It's in the woods. There's a clearing. 2 children. 10 to 20 bogies. I heard that term once, bogies, and I like it.
Bogies, like the things in your nose?
No, those are boogies. I said bogies.
Hey, Can you tell where's? You said the Grymwood Forest, as if that should mean something to us.
Well, I did pinpoint that a lot of the operation of these kidnappers are in the Grymwood Forest. That is in the Feywild. It's a forest, very dark. Not many go very into it because there's a lot of creepy shit. But that's where the bandits like to hang out.
And where are we?
We're in a pocket dimension.
Oh, we're not even in the Feywild right now?
No, you're in a magic mansion.
God damn it.
He kind of looks at you and goes, you should know this. You're a wizard.
I mean, I didn't, yeah.
Like, if you were to ritual cast like detect magic, everything would light up.
Right. This just really, anyway, move on.
Okay. Very well. Are things just clicking with you now out of character?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm glad things come together like that. So, do you have any questions?
How do we get there from here?
I teleport you there. I know the general location of it. I can teleport you nearby.
How exactly are you able to teleport so many people so frequently?
So, funny story. I was going to bring this up when you actually go, but I need a vial of each of your blood.
I am quickly running through, like, what any rituals I know that actually require blood and how awful they are. I don't know what that role would be, but I would love to know if Arnitar knows what the risks I'm taking here with that.
Make a Arcana check.
Define vial.
Just like he holds up his finger and like thumb, like it's just like small, and he shows you like a little tube that fits between them. He's like, just a little bit, just to attune you to these circles.
Do you have one on you?
Yes, and he holds out like 5 vials.
Toss one over.
Okay, he tosses one over to you.
Can I also attempt an Arcana check? Just
Yeah.
like
Absolutely. Nothing for you, Kestrel, in terms of like you're not familiar with any magic that really requires blood. There's no like I don't think there's any like spell in the game. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong, that has blood as a requirement. The chat has not corrected me, so therefore I'm right. So, and same thing for you. You can't think of any spells. Like you've heard maybe of like people who do use blood magic and stuff, but like that's more manipulating the blood rather than what he's suggesting using it for. Like he's just saying he needs the blood to attune to these circles, so no matter where you are, you know, he'll be able to get you there, get you back.
Can I watch you do it?
I mean, sure, if you want.
how did you do it before if we didn't give you any blood?
Well, before it was still in my plane here. I control everything in the plane. But when I sent you to the Feywild, there's not going to be a teleportation circle you can use to get back here. You know what I mean? So in order to get back here, I do need a vial of your blood to attune to these circles. So when you're done, I give you something that you can crush in your hand and it'll make you disappear and reappear here. But it's specifically attuned to you, so no one who has the thing and crushes it can just get over here. Why? Your hand? Oh my god, why do people do that? Cut your forearm or something. Why would you go cut the thing that's really keeping you be able to grip stuff.
I can heal it. I'm all right.
Okay, fair.
It makes a statement this way.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Oh shit, you're hardcore, man.
I'm gonna toss the vial back with using my bloody hand.
Oh god, like he
Oh,
catches
no.
it and like it smears. As soon as that was unnecessary.
Are you telling me that you didn't already collect my blood after the incident before?
No. Consent is important to me.
Scoff.
Honestly, okay. Hand me a vial.
He rolls one over to you. He goes, please don't give it bloody in the back, okay? Wipe it clean first.
Yeah, I'll do like a cut on like my calf,
Interesting choice, but okay.
like bend down under the table, like, so it'd be kind of difficult to like watch it happen.
Okay. No shenanigans. You're actually giving him the blood, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Kestrel?
Yeah, and then I will also demand to watch the ritual or whatever, whatever magic stuff he wants to do with the blood. I want to watch it and take notes.
Yeah, that's fine. I have no problem with you watching.
Is it possible to learn it?
Yes, and maybe.
I don't expect to pick it up on the first try.
It might take practice, but it is learnable. I'm gonna be honest. I was not the one that really made it. I just knew how to keep it going. So, like, the circle's already made, and I think that's where the power is, not the blood. The blood is just a tool to attune to it for specific individuals.
Yeah, I assumed that the red circles were for teleporting already.
I'm not gonna fill mine yet. I'm gonna kind of cast my glance over at Tim and like nod my head, like, "How are you gonna do it for him?"
It's just his oil. Is you okay with giving me some of your oil, buddy?
Yes.
Excellent. Is there like a spigot, or how do I get it?
He goes into one of his what's it called? Water bags or whatever they're called. And he just puts oil in there.
Oh, beautiful. Here. You fill it up, and he holds out the vial for you to fill.
Okay.
And how about you, Nanai?
Of course, darling. And she's gonna take the vial from him.
Beautiful. Kestrel. Peer pressure. But consent is important. If you don't want to do it, I'll send you back home.
Yeah. She'll cut
It's
it's
not a threat. I'm just saying, it's for your own safety.
she'll cut like her upper forearm and fill the vial.
You should watch and take notes with me, I think.
Oh, I definitely intend to.
That sounded very ominous. I'm just going to say out loud. That was creepy.
How was that creepy? You're the one asking for vials of blood.
But they gave me the reason. It's not like I'm drinking it or anything.
As far as we know, you could drink it.
You
Who
right?
drinks blood? I ingest blood only from the meat I eat off a table. That's it.
I'm gonna lick my chops again.
Roll intimidation. Fail again and see what happens.
I hope I do. It's fantastic.
Listen, Arthur, I want to say this one more time. I am taken. I'm sorry, but please stop hitting on me. It's making me very uncomfortable.
Not a sexual thing. It's just that, I could eat you if I needed to.
I know,
That's
but
all.
you're kind of like hitting on me about it, okay? I understand that maybe food is a turn on for you, but chill, bro.
You know what? I give up.
Most people do. I get that a lot.
For once, I understand most people.
I am glad I can enlighten you. Now,
You know, most people say they'll eat you. Most of the time, it is sexual.
see, she gets it. Weirdly, but she does. Okay, so he stands up. He has all 5 of your vials now. Right, you all. Did anyone hold it back from giving it back to him?
Definitely hesitated, but I gave it to him.
Okay. And he walks over to the circle. Now come gather around. Come gather around.
Wait, are we leaving right now?
No, I'm just going to do the attunement.
Ah, okay.
You all wanted to watch, so we're gonna make a thing of it, okay?
Great.
Tem,
I'm pulling out my notebook and quill.
Okay. Does anyone know Gith language?
No, but
Well, he
hold
starts chanting and doing stuff, so like you wouldn't have a heads up about it.
yeah.
But like you could try to get it in the middle of it, like depending. Yeah, I'm assuming you were gonna cast like tongues or something.
He's speaking.
Yes, he's like going into like a small chant.
Okay. As soon as he starts speaking a language that I don't understand, I'm going to cast comprehend languages.
Okay, can you link it? Okay. So, you don't know what language he's speaking, but you understand what he's saying. Which, basically is like, hang on, how long you didn't do it as a ritual, right?
Correct, 1 action. So I missed the first
You had a
7
spell
seconds.
slot left?
Indeed, I did. I had 4.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yep.
Okay. So as he started speaking, I'll just say like you missed the first few words of it. As you
The
were
first 7 seconds to it, you know?
not even because that you can do an action within a turn, within
True.
6 seconds. It just I'll just say you started speaking. You're like, I don't know that language, and then cast it, kind of thing.
Yep.
But it's very quick. He goes, use this blood to attune to the magic circle. That's it. And he dips it. Like he takes like a small bit of each of your bloods and goes to each of these circles and just like makes a symbol on it. You can see the symbols on here.
Can I touch them?
I mean, he's like, don't touch them. They smear. It's until it dries, okay?
Okay.
But he'll go through each one and then like apply the circles to each of it. And that's it. And once they dry, then you're permanently attuned to it until someone smudges it or something like that. But it shouldn't be because it's magical, so it'll retain there. So the only way it comes off is someone does like a dispel magic on it.
Will it dry in the next hour?
A few minutes.
Okay. Secondly, Cythereal, do you know what language you're speaking?
No, I'm going to be perfectly honest, I don't.
Do you even know what you said?
No, I don't.
You said, please attune this blood to the magic circle.
I mean,
And
it
you
makes
tell me
sense.
That fucking works.
I mean, would you? I guess it's practical.
God.
I don't know. Some wizard told me to say it, so I do.
What wizard?
It was so long ago.
How
Jezebel?
long ago?
Probably like
What?
300 years ago.
And you've done this with other people?
Well, I mean, I've done the circle thing with other people. I haven't done this mission with other people.
Well, obviously not the exact same mission.
Well, you seem
But
confused. I don't know.
You've attuned people's blood to this teleportation circle this exact same way, and it works exactly as you intended.
Yes.
And you had no idea what you were saying.
No. He looks.
Okay.
He's just looking at you like, I don't know what to tell you. A wizard tells me how to make the circle, what blood, where to put the blood, and what symbols, and then to say those words as I do it. Like, that's it. And it works. So,
hey, Cythereal, question.
yes, shoot.
So we step into the blood circle and you send us out to the house, right?
No. You go over to this circle to be sent to where I want to send you to. And here, and then he comes back to you. He goes over here, and he hands you each what looks like to be a small, like, I wouldn't say a plate, but like a disc that fits in the palm of your hand. And on it are the same runic symbols that you see on this ritual thing. He goes, when you're ready to come back, you crush this in your palm, and it will teleport you back. And because it's your own blood that's attuned to the circle, if anyone else does it that's not already attuned to the circle, nothing will happen. So if it's stolen from you or taken and they break it, nothing will happen for them. Also, you might not be able to come back then because your thing's gone and broken. But that's a different story.
Yeah. Are these interchangeable?
What do you mean?
Like if I take Keel's disc,
Yes,
and
they're
he takes
interchangeable.
mine,
It's all perfectly fine.
so the 5 of us, these discs are identical.
Yes, and there's 4 runic symbols on each of them.
What did those symbols say? I touch mine.
It doesn't say they're symbols. They're like a glyph.
Oh, it's not in the language.
No.
Okay.
They just say welcome home, heroes.
It's like, good job.
That was what I was expecting.
But some of you might remember seeing something similar happen when the children were being kidnapped. When the big man came. They would crush something and then the shimmering happened and then the guy appeared.
I'm assuming you're talking about me.
You were not the only one.
Not the only
you're
one.
moving your mouse around mine, and it's freaking me out. I'm reading too much into it.
I do that sometimes too.
It's freaking me out, man.
Some of you encountered the big guy. Some of you have not. But those who have, right, remember seeing one of the bandits crushing something in their hand before he appeared.
Eddie, I got to admit, I have in my notes, like Cythereal said his name is.
It's not though. If I said it, it was a mistake because it's honestly not.
Okay, fair enough.
I think you might have insinuated it was him, and I'm saying he was.
I think I was like the first or second one to do it too.
Yeah, no, it's not Grigor.
Yeah.
Because Cythereal is best friends with Grigor. He would tell you if it's Grigor.
He though.
Of course.
But you don't know Grigor in this campaign.
Yeah, no, I understand. No, I understand. I'm just because, like, I wrote it like so specifically that there's like no.
I think it was subconsciously you just believed it was.
Okay.
Because I had the idea for this whole campaign before I started doing those sessions with you. So if I did say it, it was definitely a mistake. Because you can't
Fair.
see his face or anything like that. It's just a giant 7-foot tall man with a maul that was bigger than your torso.
Yeah. I know, because it gave my torso in.
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, not important what his name is. Ceterial,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that I watched our enemies use a very similar technique.
Oh, when they summoned the big guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this kind of magic is not unknown among the Fae. I wouldn't say it's common, but it's been around for a while.
Okay. Well, are you sure that the enemy is not able to track or use this against us?
He stares at you for like 3 seconds, goes, "Yes, I'm sure."
Do I believe him?
Roll insight.
I'm using my inspiration on that.
You have one more if you want to use it.
I'll save my other one.
Okay. I mean, he's a hard man to read. Like, you barely know him in his mannerisms.
Yeah.
It could be taken in multiple different ways of, like, thinking maybe, like, is he an idiot? Of course not. Or maybe he's thinking about it as like, oh, I never thought about that. Maybe. Like, it's hard to tell what he's actually thinking.
It's just the reason I'm reading into it is he's been pretty quick to respond most other times. he's not usually one to think
right
much before he speaks. So,
but it's hard to gauge if he's.
There's multiple reasons he could be thinking before he's speaking.
Right, exactly.
But I definitely took note of the fact that he thought before he spoke. Okay. Well,
so you guys ready to go, or do you want to rest? I mean, I don't think there's urgency. Apparently, they've had these children for a few weeks now, so I don't think anything urgent's going to happen in one night if you need to rest.
what are they doing with them?
I don't know. That's why we're following the trail, so to speak.
Fair enough.
How many kids do they have currently?
He said 2.
No, I meant from everywhere. Apparently, they've been taking more than 2.
Yes, they've been taking them for months, and as far as my estimates can tell, hundreds.
Hundreds. Oh my.
They were able to make off with 4 when I saw them first.
Years? Question mark?
Maybe. This only came to my attention months ago.
You have not been on it long.
Well, I mean, it depends. If you're talking about your years, remember, time is a little bit different in the Feywild. I think from the material plane perspective, it's probably been going on for years.
Very interesting. Well, I propose that we rest up and set out first thing tomorrow.
I second this proposal.
That's a great idea, Avatar.
Splendid! I think it's settled then. You all get a good night's rest sleep, play some games, read a book, talk to each other, make friends, become lifeblood partners, whatever you should float your boat. And then I will return here at dawn. Or actually, you tell me, do you want to go and do you want to sneak in at night? Do you want to go during the day?
I do. How do you even tell what time it is here?
I mean, I know because I know.
You're allowed outside.
Yes, basically. But right now it's about it's like mid-morning.
In the Feywild.
I'm not gonna track because you guys are from different time zones. Like I'm not gonna track that shit. Okay, so yes, Feywild.
In the Grymwood Forest. Is
No,
time different in different areas of the Feywild?
I mean, they don't really do time. Things are very different in the Feywild. We'll just put it at that.
Okay. Is there still day and night?
Sometimes.
Arnitar has never had more occasions to just rub his temples and be frustrated in his entire life.
Listen, I'm not an educator, okay? That's not my profession. I'm trying my best here. I don't know how to explain things to you.
You know what? I do appreciate it. I can tell that you're trying.
Well, thank you. So, with that, I will bid you a good evening. The Great Eye will help you if you need anything in specific in the meantime. And I will come back when it is... When? Do you want to do a nighttime excursion, or a morning excursion, or an afternoon excursion?
Well, you've been interrogating these guys. When are they most active?
To be honest, it sounds like during the day they're the most active, and at night they're kind of lazier. They will have more watch out, but they don't really pay attention that well, apparently.
How dark do the nights get here? Would it provide us good cover?
Yeah, it should.
We should attack in the morning. They will never expect them to be attacked in the morning, but they will expect trouble at night. Reason they have so many guards at night.
Do they change out the guards from the nighttime guard to the morning guard?
It depends on the location. Here, it sounds like there's like 20 total that reside there, and some of them come and go at different times of day. But not for like a set patrol or anything like that. Some of them will go get food or resources or hunting. Some will, there's always, I forgot to tell you this, good point. There are always, I think, 6 or 7 guarding the house at all times. And there's probably always another patrol in the area at another time. And then the others are hunting or eating or whatnot.
How far away are you going to teleport us?
I mean, that's up to you. I can teleport you as close or as far as you want. I can
teleport us to the children.
I mean,
I was gonna say that.
Not that specific. I can get you. I wouldn't go closer. Let me put it this way: if I were to transport you and all of a sudden you appear right where someone else is or a wall is, you can get hurt. And I don't want to accidentally kill the children if I teleport you. If they're like walking around the house and you just appear where they are, you would kill them. So I would recommend at least a little bit of ways, so as not to hurt them. Maybe not a rescue mission when you want to go like an assault. That would be a really cool idea. But I wouldn't risk it for this one.
I think Tem had a good idea of attacking them when they least expect it. Perhaps the daytime is a better option.
If you want,
Morning.
I can teleport you a little bit of ways. You can make it like a camp there, and then you can like take some time during the night or during the morning to do recon. Maybe take some time.
I would love to speak with you individually in the morning. Whether that is before or after this mission, I guess depends.
I mean, is this secrets just for you, just for me?
I think that's better for now.
Okay.
Can I give you a hint about your secrets?
You want me to give you a hint?
No, I was saying, can I give you a hint about your secrets?
Oh, sure. Please.
Absolutely. Oh, yes, of course. Don't announce that you have a secret in front of those you are not going to give the secret to.
Well,
It's quite suspicious.
that's fair. Listen, it's about Apollyon, who is my teacher. I don't think it matters to you all. Like, telling you guys the information is not helpful because you can't do anything with it.
Mhm.
It's not really like a secret. I don't
Mhm.
care that much, but it just seems like there's a specific thing I need to do with these rocks. And I'll like pull out the rock in my pocket.
Oh, that's a very polished rock.
Yes.
I have a very important question about rescuing the children.
Oh,
How do we
good.
get the children back?
Oh, that is a great question.
I'm glad you thought of that, because I did too. And I was wondering if you guys would even think of that after I explained how it all works. Okay, so what's going to happen is this. If you're holding him tightly, right, whatever you're carrying with you will come back with you, right? Otherwise, you'd just be naked all the time.
Okay, noted.
So, now mind you, if you're fighting an enemy, right, and like you're like in hand-to-hand combat and you're wrestling with him and it breaks, you're both coming back here. It just doesn't allow a solo individual to come here unannounced or uninvited. I'm
So at least
trusting
two
each
of us.
Right, I'm trusting you not to be in cahoots with the bad guys. I don't think you are, which is why I'm trusting you to not bring them to my place of living. But I think I could trust you.
This will somehow not backfire at all.
Oh, yes, I think you are.
I mean, are there risks? Absolutely. I'm not going to deny that. But it's much better than having a tavern in the Feywild where we don't know anyone or trust anyone, and anyone could be a spy at any time who could break in or spy or listen in.
I actually find taverns to be most countable acquaintance.
Yeah, you're going to keep a child safe in a tavern?
No, I don't think we should take the children there. I'm talking just in terms of like livability.
Well, no, don't disagree. I love a good tavern. But for the missions we're running here, we need a safe space, and this is the safest space I can provide.
What do you plan to do with the children when we bring them back? Are we going to take them home?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to be the ones to return them home, yes. But I do have questions for them. Not interrogation, mind you. You can be here for that. I just want to question them to see if they know anything about why they were taken. And then once we're done with them, we bring them back home.
Sounds good. We leave in the morning?
Do you want to separate, like, outside of ways so you can make a camp and recon for a day or two, or do you want to just go in guns blazing?
We will go in guns blazing.
Exactly, guns blazing.
I disagree.
I disagree.
Nanai! She went BRB. Well, this is why there's 5 of you. I purposely made it an odd number so you guys have tiebreakers.
Much appreciated. That was so thoughtful.
What if we teleported like an hour before morning, like in like the what's it called, dawn, like an hour before dawn or something, just to take a little bit of recon before we went in guns blazing.
But the kids are in danger now.
We are
They need our
obviously
assistance.
the stronger army. We can do this with no issues.
You are literally like half falling apart. Like your eye is a little bit dimmer than when we came in, and I don't know if you remember, but I'm pointing over to Keel, like literally had like 8 arrows in him at one point earlier, like not even earlier, like 20 minutes ago.
Well, I don't actually feel pain, so I feel great.
You could use a night to fix yourself up.
I mean, we should rest. Don't get me wrong, but I still think we could just go in there and rock their world real quick. Did you see me and Tem on the battlefield in the prison there? We wrecked
Alright.
them. Shoot lightning out of my face. They will fear us.
I've been meaning to ask you, can you like summon tentacles out of your mouth or anything cool like that?
I haven't reached that level yet.
What's a level? What do you mean by that? Is it like a level in your cult?
Yeah, you could say it's like 5 promotions above me.
Like if
Oh,
you had
so
to
you
pick a
got a
number
ways to
between
go.
like, if you had to pick like a number between like say like 1 and like 50. No, that's too high. Like 1 and like 20. Like what number would you be?
Oh, I'm trying to think of how to answer this.
That seems like a very arbitrary number. Who goes up to 20? If this is like 1 out of 5, okay, where are you?
Or what if like the number was close to like 5?
Are you?
But you know what?
accountant?
Let's make it
Why are you
let's make it a
always
less
choosing
let's make
numbers.
it- let's make it a less arbitrary number. Pick a number between 1 and 7 and a half.
1.3.
I love that number.
That's very clear to me. I understand your whole cult now.
I fully agree.
You're in a cult? Why is Ethereal saying you're in a cult?
Are we not all in a cult? We quite literally just drank the lemonade.
Wait,
Look,
there was
some
lemonade?
people.
Or ate the turkey leg, for
Well,
lack of a better reference.
I can't drink what you call lemonade. So
Oh my God. We're getting. Can we go to bed now?
No, I'm waiting for Pula. You back yet?
Lemonade.
Good. Nanai, they need a tiebreaker vote.
What I did?
Well, according to 2 of them, Keo and Tem want to go rescue the children, like all aggressive, like just go in and get them and get out. Whereas Kestrel and Arnatar want to, get there like a little bit earlier than when they want to execute the plan and give time to reconnaissance.
Well, in my experience, planning is much better. Yeah. You lose people and you lose arms if you go in unprepared.
I didn't think she was gonna go that way either, Brett. Alright, so it's settled then. I will come back in the morning around dawn, and I'll teleport you there. You guys can, get prepared and, maybe scout the place out and see what's what.
Where is the Great Eye, Ethereal?
Look right up, it's staring at you.
Oh, it's above us?
Yeah.
I ask it for a whole bunch of salt.
Salt?
Salt. I need to make ocean water.
Roll a D100.
Could you not just ask it for ocean water?
I was just
I think I
thinking that.
did. I did earlier, I believe.
Name.
When we were alone, I think I asked it for the location of the ocean or ocean water.
You asked for the location of the ocean, but you didn't.
I didn't ask
the
for just
water.
ocean water.
No.
Oh, can I just have ocean water then?
Yeah. As you ask for it, it
Can
just
you
starts.
ask for a container to carry it in?
It just too late. It starts pouring into the there's like whoa whoa whoa. It just starts backing up. It's like stop, and it stops. Because okay. How about this? How much do you need?
I was about to stand under it with my water skin, collecting it.
I would say you're able to do that. It took a few like a good 30 seconds for it to stop. The whole place is like soaked. And you are your
Kestrel
water
like
gets
tips
full.
over. Kestrel tips over her loot and like lets the water come out of it and is like, oh, lovely.
I'm sprinting over to the books and just like I'm just gonna open them all out and start fanning them.
It's okay, guys. Great Eye, can you please get rid of excess water? And immediately everything's dry and it's gone.
The equipment
Okay.
is free, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take another water skin to have actual water,
Okay.
like fresh water.
Are you gonna remember which one's which?
I'll label them in my inventory, and I guess I'll carve a notch into like the stopper on one for the seawater.
Okay. I was just curious to see if you kept one on your right side, one on your left, or whatever. If you had a method.
Yeah, I'll differentiate them.
Okay.
To know which is which.
Now, as you guys also chance, if you want different armor, weapons, go ahead and do it. If you want to add tools or other items, go ahead. Don't be like, do I have rope? I don't think so. If you need rope, what do you need rope for? I'll get my bloody rope. It's a great wizard with his sling. All right.
Hey, the sling is a one-handed ranged weapon. And who said I'm a wizard?
Cythereal did.
Out of character. So, Cythereal walks away down south. I'll show you. He goes down to this spot over here. He goes, okay, so I'll be back in the morning. Don't wait up. Okay, bye. And
Oh wait, Cythereal,
yes. Oh, what?
I have something for you.
Oh, a gift from me?
Mm-hmm. Just for you.
Oh, I don't like that tone.
Oh no, I started writing it as soon as you said I had to go first. That was quite kind of you, and I thought I would return your kindness.
Mm-hmm.
I strum my lute. There once was a man in despair. His job search led only to air. With hope in his eyes, he begged to the skies. Grant me help, I'll find it anywhere.
He just gives you this clap. That was fantastic. Oh,
I do it just like a grand jester bow.
I am going to want the whole saga, okay? For your guys' adventures.
Do you give me free range to write it?
Of course, absolutely. You write your own story.
I do intend to. I'm just surprised you'd allow me to write your story as well.
Of course. I'm just an asset to your adventure.
She'll tip an imaginary hat at him.
Okay, until the morning.
That's
And
right. You need a real hat.
And as he disappears, you're all up to your devices. Is anyone doing anything? Do you guys want to talk to each other about anything? Come up with a kind of plan? Do you want to roleplay, or do you want to just kind of fast forward?
Nanipula's gonna call out to anyone. Does anyone need extra weapons? I can carry extra in my bag.
It's an interesting bag you've got. Didn't you fill it full of food earlier?
I did, and it can handle a lot more. So if you need extra weapons or daggers, I can carry more.
Is it a magic bag?
Yes, it's a bag to hold. I remember someone telling me it. They gave it to me.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Look, and she just pulls out a great axe and then shoves it back in. It's like magic.
That is quite interesting.
Well, time to go peruse the player's handbook for every possible tool or item that could possibly be useful.
I feel bad because I feel like Lauren's gonna hate me, but I'm gonna go hat shopping.
Ah. I mean, there's all kinds of hats.
Oh, I'm gonna need a moment.
What are you doing there, Keel?
I am going to go do my evening prayer.
Gargle the salt water?
Nanai, come with me. Let's fill your bag.
Okay.
She's like has her mouth full of food. Tem, and you?
Yes, Tim is gonna go up to Castro, and he's gonna go.
She's trying on different hats at the moment. Like she has like a cowboy hat, and then she'll take it off, and she'll put like a feathered hat on, and be like, nah, take it off.
Castro,
Not even putting them back. She's just dropping them on the floor.
can I?
As you
see
drop them on the
your-
floor, after a few seconds, they reappear back where they were.
Castro, can I see your lyrics?
My what?
Your lyrics, the piece of paper that you were reading to Cytherea.
Sure.
So he just takes it, and he's looking in the handwriting, and he's trying to memorize it.
I do have
Is
a
it back?
forgery kit. Can I recognize what he's trying to do?
I'm a robot with no expression.
I'm gonna say roll insight. Even though you have no expression, she might be able to detect. Nope.
I was gonna say I wanted to use my inspiration.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I can't. It, like the things keep popping up on my sheet. There we go. Oh
You're doing great.
Jesus!
Yeah. So make sure you mark off your inspiration.
Yep.
Just for fun of it, why don't you roll a deception check for me there, Tim? Yeah, no, Kestrel, it's hard to understand. He has no facial expression. It's hard to tell what he's trying to do.
Kestrel kind of shrugs and is like, "Huh, you can keep them if you'd like. I told her just come up with them on the spot." And then she'll kind of turn back to her hats and put some more on. As she's turned away, she is gonna say though, "So where did you say you were in Neverwinter?"
Tim is gone. He left.
Oh, he left.
As you start talking, he walks away. Just so you know, these areas here have walls. Just to prevent people, like these are training dummies to fight with. No health potions, sorry. You can always ask Cytherea to see if he has any to give you. But the Great Eye can only give you non-magical items.
Okay, for sure.
But these walls in the middle of the room where like Tem is now is to protect from, errant weapons, strays, or arrows or such. I have not forgotten, Tem. Actually, we'll do that now. I think everyone's doing their shopping, so it'll be a good thing to put on. Spyglass is pricey, but not magical. Can I get it? Yes. The great I can get it. I mean, you can get a plate armor, and that's 1,800 gold. So, yeah. As long as it's not magical.
Fair enough. Thanks.
So who was it? It was just Tem and Kestrel had birthdays? I was going to do this later, but I'll do that now. Was there anyone else?
Not with a birthday.
Okay. In that case, Tem, make a D100 roll. Oh, I love those die. 26! Interesting. I just want to check this real quick to make sure it's not broke. I used to give you guys such overpowered shit.
Oh no, none of us have ever suffered from the items that we've been graciously gifted.
Yeah, my candy cane came in such clutch.
I mean, you guys had... Some of you had broken items in more ways than one. Sometimes they were very evil and corrupted you, made people like flick, and then there are others that just...
Oh, I'm sorry, who?
Don't worry about it.
Who?
You never heard of her in this case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anyone want me to add anything to the bag of holding?
We'll get to
I'm-
there in a second. So, Tem, you got Mask of the Beast. It's an uncommon item. This wooden mask is shaped in the likeness of a beast's visage and has 3 charges. While wearing the mask, you can expend 1 charge and use the mask to cast the Animal Friendship spell as an action. The mask regains all expended charges at dawn.
Okay, got it.
And for whatever you guys add, go ahead and just, control space into the game, and you'll be able to, search for the item and then drag it to your inventory. Let me know if something you want is not there. Kestrel, D100, please.
How do I do that again?
At the bottom of your chat, there should be like a different dice. One should say
Have it-
D100.
Oh, I see.
Where you can just type /R space D100.
That's not simpler than clicking a button. 20! You guys are low rollers. This is interesting. Gem of Brightness. Uncommon. This prism has 50 charges. While you are holding it, you can use an action to speak one of 3 command words to cause one of the following effects. First, the first command word causes the gem to shed a bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. This effect doesn't expend a charge. It lasts until you use a bonus action to repeat the command word or until you use another function of the gem. The second command word expends 1 charge and causes the gem to fire a brilliant beam of light at one creature you can see within 60 feet of you. The creature must succeed a DC 15 con save or become blinded for 1 minute. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. The third command word expends 5 charges and causes the gem to flare with blinding light in a 30-foot cone originating from it. Each creature in the cone must make a saving throw as if struck by the beam created with the second command word. When all of the gem's charges are expended, the gem becomes a non-magical jewel worth 50 gold.
It doesn't refill charges or anything. It's just like until it's expended. Okay.
Correct. You have 50 total to use.
Can I have it as like a gemstone that I wear, like one of the trinkets around my neck?
Yeah, I like that. You can do that. And yes, Arnatar. I haven't had a chance to get that working yet. I tried it didn't work. It's a work in progress to get your familiar link to Foundry in a more efficient manner.
Yeah,
but
no worries.
your cat is there, Ziggy.
He's not. No one can see him. But
Okay, that's fair too.
he can be.
Right, exactly. I'm just saying he can exist.
Yeah.
The only item I can find for like a mirror is like a steel mirror, but I just wanted like a handheld, like a little handheld mirror.
Yeah, that's fine. You could just manually add an item that says like handheld mirror.
Okay.
I'm not gonna care about a weight for that. Okay. So is everyone done with their shopping? Free shopping.
I do want to get some rope also. I
Go
keep
ahead.
coming up with things in my head and I'm like, oh, I would need this. I would need this.
Okay, you can add the rope.
Lanai, how big of stuff can we fit in your bag?
Well, she's just gonna open up the bag. This big.
So just so you know, the mouth of it is 2 feet in diameter, and the bag looks 4 feet deep from the outside.
Thank you. I was like, I do not know. Would a great axe fit there? Like the width of it? Be able to fit through it?
The head of it, probably not.
Oh, okay. Then it's not staying in there.
Is that how that works? If we will fit it in the opening?
As long as it can go into it and doesn't rip it, yes. It can hold up to 500 pounds. It cannot exceed a volume of 64 cubic feet.
Okay. I'm just gonna I would love to do a walk down this array of equipment and just start throwing stuff into the bag that Arnatar thinks might be useful.
Yeah, just make sure you list out what they are.
Nana's just behind him trying to catch them because I'm pretty sure he's not even looking back when he's tossing them.
Yep. No, it's 100% what's happening.
What's your strength, Arnatar?
10.
Okay. Just, I'll make sure you're not super weak or anything, because you were going to tire easily doing that.
Yeah. I'm just going to type out a list of stuff.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything? Okay. Then with that, we're going to take our 20-minute break. Let me just start that. Ding, 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 ding. So we're going to take a 20-minute break. And we'll be back here at 10:24 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all for listening in. Chat's pretty quiet, but I see there's a lot of you watching. Thank you for coming in and checking us out. I'm going to step away, take care of my dog for a little bit, but I'll be back if you guys have questions or want to chat about anything. And then we'll get to the rescue.
I'm sure everything will go according to plan.
During this break, finish up what you're shopping for and add them to your inventories or bag. I'll be right back.
I'm sorry. This is going to be extremely annoying for you, Nanai. But
I am back, and jeesh, Arnitor, you got enough stuff? He stepped away. Hey, Zenny, you there? That's fine, be like that. 3 minutes remaining.
Now say monster kill.
Monster kill!
Now say finish him.
Finish him.
Oh shit, I think I put that wrong.
It's fine. You can do it so people, the normal people, can see what you think of. I want it to be interactive. I think Thursday group is right. I think no one chats in Twitch because I have too many restrictions on. I need to get a few moderators so I can just take all the restrictions off and let people talk and chat and ask questions. It's too quiet. In order for them to chat, they had to like not only like email like confirm, they had to like phone confirm as well. It was kind of weird. 100%. I can be loud. Nanai has 1 minute left.
And then she can spend the next half hour typing all of these various items into her bag of holding.
I know that pain, Nanai.
There's an add-on I could download where you guys can transfer items between each other with a click of a button. It's like you could have added them to yours and then transferred them to her.
Party loot is default in this new system, but I don't know where it lives.
Well, let me take a look at your character sheet.
I think it's a group character sheet.
No, it's in your item. If you go to your inventory, this is cool. I see it right now. If you go to any item, there's on the far right, there's like a handshake, and it says
Oh, I
give
see it.
item.
It says give item, yeah.
Yeah,
And
cool.
then you can give it to whoever you want. That's fucking awesome.
Wait, where did you say that?
So if you go in your inventory, right, next to any item, there's on the far right, there's a handshake looking icon. If you click it, you can actually give that item to a different player.
I can give someone an unarmed strike. Okay.
Yes, apparently. But what that does is allows Brian to enter everything himself and just transfer it to you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Every single time someone gets punched in this game, can we refer to it as giving them an unarmed strike?
100%.
You have gifted them.
It was my gift to you. Okay.
Huh.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a nice rest. I'm assuming if no one has anything else they want to do before they long rest, now's the time to speak.
I love how it's like, oh, can I get, are there any health potions? Maybe a spyglass, a mirror, or some chalk. Meanwhile, I want an abacus, 1,000 ball bearings in a small bag, a bell, 2 blankets, 2 teddy bears, 2 ink vials, 1 ounce each, 3 quills, 20 sheets of parchment, 3 pieces of chalk, 10 mittens, 2 grappling hooks.
Keep going.
I love
no
your
stop
list.
now.
Oh, I'll keep going. 1 healer's kit, a flask of holy water, an hourglass, a lock, 2 flasks of oil, a rain catcher, 100 feet of silk, not hempen rope, a shovel, 1 foot of string, 3 empty vials, and a 10-foot pole. And a
Is silk for,
partridge
like-
and a pear tree.
Is that for something suggestive?
You
I feel like one of those is, but he's not gonna tell us which one.
It's like those people who buy embarrassing things, so they cover up with like random shit items. It's just like so you don't really look at the most embarrassing item.
I had like a bag of dog food, some toys, just get like an Easter basket, a dildo, and what else?
I forgot one. I forgot a thing.
And 5 sets of manacles.
Ooh, smart. Smart.
And you can guess which ones are sexual and which ones are practical.
I mean, why not both?
Are they fuzzy manacles?
We'll find out once Ethereal comes back. Which ones are sexual and which ones are not.
The answer is both! Alright, the only other thing I'll have you do is choose the room. It looks like Keel took the far right, but you guys can kind of make whatever one you want your own. I'm not going to mark them down, so just kind of remember which one it is. They're all the same.
There's a chest in each of these rooms for us to like store stuff.
Correct, yeah. You
All
have
of
like
the-
a writing desk, you have like dressers, like an end table, like you can. There's a spot for you to put your armor if you have it, like an armor stand and cloaks, hook, a chest. There's a small bookcase in here for your private books that you're still researching.
I'm gonna go to the one next to Keel only because I want to do something.
Of course.
Right. It does not include a set of fuzzy manacles.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately. I remember he had said, where is it? It's in my notes somewhere. Basically, that he would wake up and greet the sweet ocean air, and then he had his little ocean water fiasco. So before we go to bed, I don't even know if he's awake, so I can't tell. I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion. And I'm just gonna do it in the hallway, so it kind of like, I don't know if he can hear it or not, but I'd like to create the sound of the ocean, like hitting the waves, hitting like the beach. You know what I mean? Just like in that. I guess I'll cast it like in a little space outside his door.
Okay, I like that. So I would say you will be able to hear that. I like that effect. Keel.
I would definitely go investigate that.
All of a sudden, that noise starts happening. What the hell?
Exactly.
I mean, you would open the door.
Especially if it was happening while I was praying.
Yeah, like you open the door, you don't see anything. You just hear it, like right there.
Just to make sure everything listed, did you want it in the bag of holding, or was that just a no? I'm sorry, I just want to make sure before I add everything in.
That was all the stuff for the bag of holding I grabbed.
Okay.
Personally, but did you start from the top?
Yeah. Right now, I added the manacles to there, and then right now I'm at the blankets. So I'm about to put 2 teddy bears, 4 ink vials, and so on.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna work from the other way and start gifting things to you.
Okay, for sure.
Do you do anything else, Keel? Like, what's your investigation? You
Uh,
go out there, you don't see anything, but you hear it.
I'm going to internalize it as a blessing from Umberly. And turn in for the night.
It's a sign you're on the right path. Anyone else doing anything before bed? Tem, do you take a bedroom or do you just like stand outside?
I stand exactly where I'm at.
Okay. Slowly getting depressed because of the no sun. Okay. So with that, everyone can take a long rest. Nana didn't pick a room yet, but she'll get there. There's a long rest button on each of your character sheets. Make sure you each click it.
I I thought I saw you put something in there. Then when I went to check, it wasn't there, and I was like, I bet you're getting yelled at. Oh, yep.
Is it? I see that error popping up. Is something not working, or is it just popping up?
We're
with
getting
error?
yelled at by Ceterial.
With too many caps locks in our Discord message.
Oh, please don't get booted from the server. Don't fuck with it. And yes, I'm gonna have to change it. These are all the default options on the mod bot. I think it's too strict. Someone was putting a GIF in on Thursday, and it had the word "fuck" in the GIF name, and I yelled at him angrily about it. Like he didn't even know it had the word in the GIF name. It was just a GIF. Anyway, dawn approaches. You'll get up, time for breakfast. And when you get there, you see Ceterial is already at the table eating pancakes. Ah, Tram, you look so refreshed. All the dents are gone. Mostly. It's still a little dented, but it's much better than it was. How is Helm?
I don't know. He hasn't spoken to me lately.
Oh, no. Have you tried speaking to him?
Oh, well, no. I think he can't hear me from here.
No, maybe that's why he hasn't spoken to you.
Maybe. Where is everyone?
I don't know. I think they're sleeping in. They said they want to go do a dawn recon, but no one wants to get up. Do you want to go wake them up?
Oh, it'd be my pleasure.
Okay, start with the lizard.
Okay. He gets there's 4 of them, so 4 potatoes.
Okay. Yeah.
He goes to his
Are
room.
they raw or are they cooked?
They're raw potatoes, heavy potatoes, and he throws it right at his door.
Arnatar, you just hear this loud thunk against your door.
I guess I'll jolt away. Is it morning?
I mean, you can't tell. There's no windows.
I'm saying that out loud.
Arnatar, it's time to go. It's time to go. Let's go. And then he goes, and he does the same thing with all 3 of them.
I guess I'll make my way out and look
As
at
you open your door, there's a potato on the ground right in front of your door. And as you look out, you see Tem throwing potatoes at each person's door.
Yeah. I'll deal with that later and just move toward the teleportation circle, I guess.
Okay. What? You walked right past me? You don't want to eat first? Come, have like a biscuit or something. You look famished.
Honestly, didn't even see Ceterial. I was just so focused on what we were doing. I guess if everyone else is going to do it, I'll walk over.
When no one else is coming out of their rooms yet.
Right. I'm just kind of assuming that everyone will since he's asking.
Esther will eventually, especially if she hears the potato hit the door, but she's primping herself right now. So. Braiding her hair, pruning her feathers.
Keel, how do you respond to a potato being thrown at your door?
I will be out once I finish my morning prayer. You can wait a few more minutes. and then I'll finish up and head out.
The teddy bear, I think he made up. You're gonna have to manually add those.
For sure.
Nine. Quills also manually add. The healer's kit, there wasn't one. I think that's a PFE thing. No, if you type in healer, if you could do control space and then type in
Yeah.
healer, it has healer's kit.
Let me double check then.
I just sent it to you.
Oh, you did? Okay, thanks. Alright, and then yeah, I think I got everything, just the quill and the teddy bear.
How do you react to a potato being thrown at your door?
My door?
Yes.
Oh. Who is it?
It's morning. It's time to go. Wake up. Wake up. It's time to go.
Oh, Tim, you must be tired. Go back to sleep.
I do not require sleep.
Okay, go help someone else then.
So Kestrel's the last one that hasn't come out. Temp starts reading her vicious mockery poem straight to her.
You do hear that, Kestrel.
Oh yeah. In fact, she's probably kind of singing along to it.
It doesn't seem to have an effect, Tim.
They
She'll
usually-
actually, you know what? She'll actually hearing it. She'll get up and then like at the she'll like kind of wait by the door, and then at the last line, she'll like swing the door open and like kind of make a pose, like her hand up in the air and then her other hand on her hip, and like sing the last line with a little bit of bravado.
Yes, perfect. Morning is here.
Indeed, it is, and what a lovely way to wake up. Good morning. I'm gonna stroll past. Go sit down.
So, what are all your choices for breakfast? Like, what do you guys go to for eating?
I've grown used to hardtack over the years, so I'll go with that.
I try to learn how to juggle.
Just curious. I want to see. Okay, cool. So no one else can read it. I love it. So I did that polyglot add-on again. So you guys, if you select which language you're speaking in, unless someone actually knows that on their character sheet, they won't be able to interpret it.
Oh, nice.
So, like, as you say that to him, Cytherea looks at you and just goes, "That's really aggressive. I don't know what you're saying to me. Or are you growling? Are you hungry? I don't know what you want."
Yeah, I'm just really hungry. Sorry, it just happens sometimes.
Then go get some food. There's so much.
You're right. Sorry to bother you.
As you say that, Cytherea turns to you and goes, "What's going on? Why are you all making weird noises?"
Don't worry about it.
Kestrel is going to see if there is, like, she'll get like a little yogurt, and then she'll like put some fruit in it, and then kind of look around and be like, "Is there like a stuffed lobster omelet by chance, or like some?"
Right next to you on the table, it appears.
She'll kind of like pick it up with her hand, and like with her other hand, with her little yogurt and fruit, like go to sit down at the table.
Oh, you fancy.
The best kind of food is free food, right? She'll kind of like wink at Nanai. What was that?
And even though she's standing at the table, she's still taking bites of food. Not ready to sit down with plates yet.
Okay, so you
Gonna-
all came up with a plan? You know what you're doing.
No.
No, not even a little bit.
And I sincerely think you should speak to Apollyon.
Okay, first, and he puts out 10 discs on the table. You each had one yesterday, but he's putting 10 more on the table. He goes, just in case, I'm giving you 10 extra ones. I noticed that Nanai has an interesting bag. Maybe you can store them in there for emergencies.
I was going to ask about that, actually. Much appreciated.
Nanai, you can put in the bag of holding 10 teleportation discs.
Okay. I was trying to find it, but how do you make an item for like an inventory item? Sorry.
No, how dare you ask me a question like that? On the bottom right corner of the inventory tab, there's a plus button.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a button on the bottom of that pop-up that says create new item.
Okay, would it be considered a tool or a consumable?
I'll make it a tool. No, actually,
Okay.
I'll make it a consumable, because it's just one use item each.
Okay.
So you each have one on your person, and then 10 more will be in the bag of holding. So make sure you guys each add that. So, okay, you really want me to talk to Apollyon. Who is Apollyon, and why should I talk to him?
He is a wizard.
So are you. So what?
Yeah, he's...
Was that in character?
Yes.
I give him a little bit of a side eye, but then I say, he apparently knows the name of this group. And I don't know how much more he won't tell me, but I have a feeling he would tell you. If you could, let's see. If you could make a friendly introduction, which will attempt to do now.
Okay.
And I will pull out my shiny rock. And I will say, Apollyon, I am sending. Also, 1, 2, 3. My friend, Cythereal. Please be nice to him.
I'm gonna say, right at this moment, I did a sneaky roll. You know, I had to check the spell to make sure if you would know or not. He's not holding the stone right now, so he wouldn't receive the message.
What? That's not how it works.
It does.
So wait. Bearer of the stone. Is he not the bearer of the stone, whether he's literally holding it or not?
It goes, if no creature bears the stone, blah, 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 blah.
I guess it bears the stone. It's like in his fucking house somewhere.
I mean, it is. I've always interpreted it to be the person who's holding the stone in their person.
Okay, so he's not holding it, so it doesn't work. Okay, fucking night. I'll say, well, never mind, I guess. He's not answering his stone right now. But he lives in Sathartasun.
No way, really?
Yeah, shocking.
I've always wanted to go there.
Yeah, you should find him. You should tell him I sent you. I think he has helpful information that he has refused to give me. And I think maybe he will give you some helpful information.
Okay,
You-
I'll go. When you guys go on your mission, I'll go say hi to him.
Yeah.
What does this place look like?
Great question.
I mean, do you
Pretty
describe
much.
it?
Pretty much like a giant wizard tower, you know.
Is it easily seen from a distance?
No, you can't really find it unless you already know it's there. He doesn't like people to just kind of, knock on his front door. There's a
I'll
reason.
be fine. Everyone loves me.
This is what I was worried about. This is why I wanted to use the stone.
Don't worry about it. I'll go find them. I'll find them.
Oh, okay. I'm sure you will. But he doesn't like visitors very much. So
I'll tell him I understand he doesn't like visitors, but this is really important. There's no way he could say no to me for that.
I'll let you deal with it.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
fine.
I
I'm
will
a
go
people
back-
person.
I know you are. And I'll just go back to eating the huge steak in front of me.
Okay. Keel, what breakfast are you eating?
Hardtack and fish soup.
That's right, you said that. Okay. All right.
Oh,
I had a
by the way, Cythereal, if you do meet him, can you ask him for my sending stone?
Oh, of course. Is there
Yeah, you can
anything
make-
else I should ask him?
Well, there's a lot of things you should ask him because I think he knows a lot about this group that we're after that he wasn't willing to tell me.
Oh, I'll get the information out of him.
Okay, well, I would not suggest interrogating him, frankly,
Wait, why?
because he's an arch wizard.
An
And you don't-
arch wizard. Whoa, I'm an arch me.
That's all well and good. I know you can fend for yourself. I'm just.
Of course I can fend for myself. I'll be fine. I'll get the information we need.
Oh, okay. And my sending stone.
I'll try for the sending stone.
It's probably just on the fucking table somewhere because clearly he doesn't give a shit. We've been talking on this thing for the last 3 days, and he just decides to leave it alone.
What did you guys talk about?
I've been trying to get him to send me the stone.
How would he send you the stone?
He's a goddamn archwizard. You know what? It doesn't matter. Okay?
Okay, I'm just saying.
Ah, God.
It's not like we have a mail delivery service.
Clearly.
I'll get your stupid stone, okay? Not stupid. It's a good stone. I'm sure it's a very pretty one like the other one you have.
Yeah, it's pretty much identical to this one. So if you see it, grab it.
Okay. Now, did you guys... You have your plan? Like, are you ready to be sent?
Yes, we go in, kill all the bad guys, save the kids.
Yes. Very important this time. Kill bad guys, save children. Very distinct.
Shouldn't we try to take at least some of them prisoner?
If you can, that's not the objective, but I would never say no to new interrogations. New leads will always be helpful. So also, if you have a chance, look through the desks, look through anything that might give clues.
Noted.
Are you ready? He goes over to the
think
green
so.
circle. He's like, I told you yesterday. That's the one you come back on. I send you on this one. Come on, pay attention. Focus.
Sorry, I'm colorblind.
Oh my goodness, I am so sorry, my friend. I did not mean. Listen, okay, so this is the one that you knew to send to, and the other one is the one you come back on.
Wow, Cythereal. I mean, wow.
I know. I am usually really good about these things. I am terribly sorry.
I accept your apology.
Forgive me. He looks distraught. He's like, I didn't even know. I should have assumed. You look a little off in the face with all those scars.
I just want to
That's not
assume
how
that
you
one.
treat a guest.
And you
I
all
want to assume that one is colorblind.
I'm just saying, like, I should be more receptive to, those of color, ambiguity. So, just cluster on these circles, no matter what color it is. Just come over here, cluster on. You just get close. You don't have to, get down there, Keel. Come on, Keel. Come on, Keel. There you go. Okay. And poof. So the map I didn't make the map big enough to do a scouting mission. I should have thought of that. Didn't make it big enough. But we're gonna change the tone here. Right now we're gonna turn on the noir. That's actually really funny. Okay, so basically, you guys get there, where it's still kind of, the sun is starting to rise, but it's still somewhat dark. I put you guys at the top there, but you can tell me, like, how do you approach this? The way you see it from when you say you start from the north, you'll see that there's this house standing alone. In front of the house.
Really?
No, you're not.
Sorry.
You're much, much further back.
Okay.
That's why I said I should have made this map a lot larger to show the surrounding area. I didn't think of it at the time.
Fair enough.
So I'm just explaining. You guys are from the north. I would say about 100 feet, 120 feet away, in like the bushes. You creep forward to get to that point, and the first thing you see are these two guards out at the front of the door of the house. The house is one story, slanted roof, made of stone. The walls are made of stone. You see one window up here. Front door here. Now, I'm assuming what's your plan? You tell me where you're going from there. So you came in like 500 feet out, crawled forward until you got to like the 120-foot mark in the front. Now where do you go? What do you do?
All right,
we
let's
see
kill
anyone?
these bastards.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I thought the plan was to go in stealthily and do some recon.
What is recon? We are stronger than them.
We voted on it.
We don't know that.
Tim, come back here. We lost the vote. We're gonna have to look first so we can go in even harder.
Do we have those costumes?
I mean, you do have that
man, that
animal
would've been-
mask.
Smart to ask for those.
I mean, all the clothes were there. You had a chance to pick them at the time.
I'm gonna whip out that spyglass.
Oh, is there a squirrel?
Make a perception check.
I so badly want this squirrel to just eat him.
It might.
Nice.
Yeah, you see there's a squirrel over here. Again, you're still 120 feet out. But like there's a tree nearby and there's a squirrel like at the base of it, kind of like scrambling up of it, going up the trunk.
Okay. So I'm going to I'm gonna use animal friendship on it.
Okay.
And then I'm also gonna use speak with animals.
Okay. So you're using the mask and then you're casting your own spell.
So yeah, let's do animal friendship first.
Okay. Yeah, that lasts 24 hours, not concentration.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use my own spell, speak with animals.
Okay.
And then if I'm just gonna ask the squirrel, hey, squirrel, scout out that place for.
What?
Will you do me a favor and scout out that place?
No, they're mean. They eat all my friends. I stay away from them.
I will kill every single one of them if they try to harm you. You are my new best friend.
You're my best friend. Okay. And he
Uh,
immediately scurries down and starts running towards the house.
Perfect. I hope he comes back.
That was surprisingly smart. Tim. Well done.
You see the squirrel go running towards the house down the main pathway. It's starting between like rocks and bushes and trees. It's not going in a direct line like a crazy squirrel. And it gets to this tree here. And it climbs up and up and up the tree, the branch and stuff, and jumps onto the roof of the house. And then it goes into the chimney. Are you guys doing anything in the meantime?
What was that last part? I didn't hear you.
He climbs up the tree, crawls up the branch, jumps onto the roof of the house, and then goes down the chimney.
Okay. Well, now what, guys?
Did we see? You said we started 500 feet away.
You started 500 feet, and then you got to within 120 to
Did
scout.
we see? On our way in, can I have looked for any signs of patrols, like recent patrols?
Yeah, make a perception check. Actually, you know what? Make an investigation check. $21. Yes, you do see there is a worn down path that goes kind of perpendicular. And if you follow for a while, you kind of realize it goes out in a circle about 250 feet out from the house.
And so we had to like cross the circle to get in.
Yes. If you want to backtrack and say, never mind, we would not have gotten that close, that's fine.
Well, upon seeing that, I would propose that we wait off to the behind the bushes around this path for a patrol to come by and ambush them. But I'm open to other ideas.
Ooh, we're going to attack the patrol?
Yes, I think if we can capture a patrol, we would gain information and weaken their forces for when we do end up actually going to rescue the children.
Well, they're children, nappers, so they're going to die.
As he says that, his red eye glows deeply.
We can kill them eventually, but we should try to talk to them first so that we can kill the other people better.
We're all going to die one day, Tim. Some of us are just going to die sooner than others, and we can get some information from them before they cross that great divide.
Yes, yes. We will see what happens. So we're gonna wait for the patrol to come and sneak attack them.
Open, like I said, open to other plans.
I'm down for that plan, because that pretty much guarantees that there is going to be no unexpected reinforcements. At least some of them, anyway.
Presumably, there's 20 of them. I would write it. We've heard there's 10 to 20 at any time at the house. That's what we heard.
Correct.
So
I
at
feel
any
that's
given time, 10 of them are patrolling, and at least 10 of them are always there. I would much prefer to not fight all 20 at the same time.
quite possibly it might be that maybe like 10 of them are split into groups of 5 and 5, while the other 10 are like night watch or something. Like instead of having all 20 up at the same time, it would be like 10 in the daytime, 10 in the nighttime, and then in of that 10, there's 5 there and 5 on patrol or something, and then they'll all switch out to the nighttime patrol when it's. Otherwise, those 20 would just be up constantly, day and night, because
Well,
Ethereal says.
my concern is that there's actually more than 20 people,
Mm-hmm.
but there's multiple groups patrolling or doing other stuff at the same time. I don't. That's my.
We can find out if we capture a
Right,
patrol.
that's my point. Is let's hopefully this is a small patrol and we can catch them by surprise, and we can go from there. But I'm also down to do other scouting if we want. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go hide in a bush.
I got it. I know how to make them come to us. I'm gonna go into. So basically, the plan is I'll go into sentry mode. They'll all expect try to check me out to see what's going on here, and then you guys all attack.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You draw them in closer. We come in from behind?
Yes, because when I go into sentry mode in the woods, sometimes random people will approach me to see what is going on.
What are the odds? If you're in sentry mode and you get, hit with an arrow or something, say they don't walk up, but they're like, hey, what the hell is that? Let's throw a rock at it or something and stay farther back. Is there a risk that would hurt you?
Well, there is a risk, but most of the time, I'm fine.
I'm on board with this plan.
Same.
Just because I haven't heard, you've been very quiet, Keel. Any thoughts?
My faith is very clear on this, and that's that we should save the children as fast as possible. I'd rather not wait, but you guys seem to have strategy under your belts, so I will defer to you. But I'm ready to go.
We'll save the children.
We will.
I just don't want us to die in the process.
Don't
There's a lot
misconstrue
more
this.
children than these two.
Exactly. They don't misconstrue that we are not taking priority of the children. But one, we run the risk of either hurting the children or having one of them hurt the children if they know that we're coming. And two, there's a lot of guards for these two children. So either these two children are someone important and they need to keep them alive and they need to keep them here, in which case they're not going to, hurt them anytime soon. Or actually, no, there is no rule. That's the only one I'm thinking. Like, for whatever reason, 20 guards for two children seems very excessive. So they need these children for something, and they're not going to, hurt them anytime soon more than they already have, I'm sure, psychologically hurt them. But like, we're not underplaying the importance of saving the children.
Well, I think we should find the patrol or whatever information we're going to find rapidly.
Agreed.
So, I placed you on a different map where the bandits, you can see coming with a heads up a little bit that they're going to be coming from this direction towards the southwest. So you guys can set yourself up in any way to prepare for the ambush. You can see where the path goes by following the path south.
And what if sorry, go ahead.
The elevation is highest like over here.
You're on the highest point right now.
Oh,
and
but
then it keeps. Wait,
right
where are you
is
pointing to?
higher?
Yes, that's even higher. Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Are these what is the difference?
Those
Well,
are
like,
giant bushes. So you can
The
tell
height.
me.
what's the-
Each height is about I'll say 5 to 7 feet.
Okay, so it's like easily
Climbable.
climbable.
Like they won't have to do athletics check, but it'll definitely take half their movement speed to get up there.
And then you said the color things are bushes.
I was gonna say these are all like a mix of trees and bushes. Like the smaller ones I would say are bushes, the bigger ones are trees.
Okay. So if I were to stand here,
I would just say you're in cover. Like I'm not gonna nitpick, where the trunk is or anything like that.
yeah, but is it like difficult terrain or anything?
No,
like that?
there's no difficult terrain, just cover.
Okay, got it.
And I wouldn't even say cover. I would just say like you don't have half cover or anything like that. What you have is concealment.
Yeah, I can hide. I can like lay down in the brush or something.
Yeah, you could probably even like duck. You don't even have to like lay down. You could just be like sitting or kneeling.
Okay. Got it. Okay. In that case, I would like to be here.
Okay.
And you can still see through it. Like
Yeah,
I
you
see
can. Like
through-
you can still see through it.
Yeah.
But it's harder for them to see you through it.
Perfect.
Everyone else just gonna stand there.
I'm going to. If they're gonna set up on that side, I'll go to the other side so we can kind of have both angles covered.
Okay.
Which direction were they coming from? Because you pinged north, but we're talking south before.
They're coming from this direction, heading south.
Heading south. Okay.
Like they're heading to where you are now, and there will be curving around where that pathway is. Okay. And that's where you're staying, Tim?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. As you set up and get into your positions, you see the bandits come down the pathway. They're looking in all directions. They are surprisingly vigilant. They don't seem as nonchalant as Cytherio made them sound like before. All of them have their weapons on. They're like the hilt of their swords, or they're fingering crossbows as they walk. And as they approach you, Tim, one of them points ahead and does like a hand signal, and 3 of them go rushing forward towards you. The 2 behind keep out their crossbows and aim them at you as they surround you. Oi, what do you think this is? Oh no, I've never seen one like this before. Like they're poking you. Can we carry him? Let's try. Like they go to lift you. How much do you weigh again?
A lot.
Right, how much?
Let's make this up. Let's say 300.
Okay. Yeah, it takes all 3 of them, but they start to lift you up. Like one of them's grabbing you by like the shoulders, the other one by like the feet, and they're starting to carry you back to the group. The other one's walking like alongside of you. Do you stop them or no?
They're walking back.
Yeah, they're walking back to the group that has the crossbows out.
So right now they're all at disadvantage because they're all trying to carry me, right?
Disadvantage depends on what you're going to do.
I am going to slap one of them with my shield.
They don't have disadvantage. You have advantage as you surprise them.
Okay.
Roll initiative, everyone.
When I remember where, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Do we get a surprise round?
You guys never really discussed what the go signal was,
No, we didn't.
but I will allow it this time. Just remember in the future, like if you guys are gonna all do like the ready action thing, you should plan for that.
Where's initiative?
But I'll allow it. I get the gist of what you were trying to do.
Such a kind and generous DM.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
indeed.
literally typing that in the Twitch chat.
You have no clue exactly what I have to go through to be kind as I am.
All right. 10 new backstories. You can just slaughter them one after the other.
Listen, what's my saying? What's my rule?
Roll of
For all
cool.
these dice happen.
No, the DM don't kill players. The players kill the players.
But I'm just saying, that's a problem because I try my best not to kill myself.
Right, I know, but I'm saying I've never killed you. Your decisions have killed you.
I don't know if I've ever died in one of your campaigns, Eddie.
I was gonna say I don't think you've gotten me either.
I've gotten a couple of you.
Oh yeah.
Does
Certainly.
the TPK count?
Yes, the TPK counts.
I think which one? I lived.
Everness, remember you all died?
Well, yeah, but I was the reason for that.
Well, yeah, I know, but you still died.
I died later.
Anyway. To battle! Make your attack target and make your attack. Tem.
I wish the ones up top could go in like order. Cause I always look and I'm like, oh, that guy's next. But then I look at the combat one and I'm
It's
like, wait,
the
no, not
middle
really.
one is the one that's kind of sticks out.
Ah.
So it's technically Nanae's, but because Tem is the one initiating it, he gets the first hit. And then the rest of you will go out in order. And then combat will start. 12! You miss! You get advantage though. Did you roll advantage?
I did not.
Oh, so let me make these a little bit bigger. Carousel size, extra large. Does it make them bigger for all of you?
What are you making bigger?
The at the top, the character portraits for the turn order.
It is
I
a local
don't-
setting.
Oh, you
Yeah.
guys got to do it then. You can change the local setting to make them bigger if they're too small for you to see.
Oh, I'm good. But
Okay. So, that will barely hit as you hit him with your shield. Roll damage.
Okay, I'm also gonna do Raffle Smite.
Of course you are.
So let's
Can
roll
you look
damage.
at...
Sure.
Because I think that one's an action.
Is it an action?
bonus action.
Bonus... Let me see. Look at... Bonus action. Okay.
All right. So I
So
guess
you
that
should
would-
do that first before you attack. Because it says the next time you hit with a melee weapon, X happens.
Oh, okay, for sure. Then.
So I'll allow it this time, you know, because that was your idea.
Gotcha.
But words have power.
So roll damage with Raffle Smite first.
So no, it's just the next time you hit with a weapon. So you hit the weapon. So roll the damage weapon, and then add an additional 1d6. For the psychic. So 10, and then roll the damage for the Wrathful Smite. And this guy has to die. He doesn't even get to roll for the save. How do you kill him with that shield?
I think what happens is that while he's picking me up, my shield just slaps his head so hard that he just gets pushed back, and you just see a big gash through where his neck and his torso is.
Absolutely. And that's how we start. Nanai, you get your surprise round.
Okay. Nanai's gonna target this fella right here, and she's gonna be like, "Let him go!" And she's going to rage. And she's gonna aim.
Like 4 of you have blue colors for your thing. Can you like change some of yours? On the bottom left corner of the screen where it has like your names and stuff. Just
Well,
right click your
last-
thing and choose it.
Last time I changed my color to be different from everyone, and then everyone changed their color again.
Like it looks like 3 of you are exactly the same.
I'll change mine right now.
Just so I can tell at a glance who's who.
I'm gonna be Eddie's color.
No, that's mine. I think the pink will be fine. But make your attack roll.
Alright.
Why does it say copy?
Oh,
Fidelity.
because I copied it out. I was lazy to like type it in and drag.
Fair enough. That hits. Roll damage.
Fidel, do you want to?
You do have an advantage because this is a surprise round. So
Oh.
roll again. Maybe you get the
Okay.
crit.
Ah, so close.
Okay.
All right, it still hits. Roll damage.
Always.
Oh, so close. So as you swing your great axe at him, he drops Tem by the head, and Tem's head just hits the ground. No damage from it, but he's like gasping, he's wounded. He sees his organs starting to spill out of his body. He's like, whoa!
I just look at Tem to see if he's okay, but like I'm assuming he's just being like, one person is holding his leg up and the rest of his body's on the ground.
Yeah, basically one guy's holding the legs, and his face is in the dirt.
Like, come on, Tim, get up! And my turn there.
Keel.
I will. I'll do Toll the Dead on that guy that's almost dead. Actually, no, I won't. I'll do it on the closer guy. This
Targeting?
dude that
Yeah.
I'm targeting.
Two of you are pink colors. Come on.
Hey, I was pink first.
Oof. So roll the damage as like he starts covering. He drops Tem's legs and they hit the dirt with a thud. And he covers his ears and starts screaming as the oh, you rolled an 8. As like you see blood pouring out of his ears.
Excellent.
Anything else?
No, you said if we're in the bushes we have cover?
Correct. Now you're exposed though. Like so they know where you are generally. If you go to hide as
You
an
did
action.
not say cover. You said concealed, right?
Right.
Cover.
That's what I meant. Like you can sorry for terminology.
Okay.
You don't have half cover, 3/4 cover, or full cover, or anything like that. What you have was concealment. So they can see you and there's nothing impeding like an arrow shot at you.
How about this rock?
Yeah, that'll give you half cover.
That's my turn.
Okay. Kestrel.
I was gonna ask just for like in terms of like bardic inspiration with like giving it to somebody, how like meta is it to like know who's gone and who hasn't?
I wouldn't say it's too meta. That's fine.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah, the way it should play out in your head is like this is all simultaneous.
Right,
Some
right.
people are
That's
just
what I'm
a little
like.
bit quicker than others, so some people are able to get their blows in before they can retaliate. So you can
Okay.
kind of see exactly who's gone and not gone when you like decide to act.
Okay. So I am going to come out and I'm gonna target the one that Nene was fighting. And I'm going deny, sorry. I deeply apologize. And I'm going to do vicious mockery.
Okay. So not bardic inspiration, or not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. So go ahead and target in the roll, or sorry, link attack.
Well, bardic's a bonus action.
Right. This just said not yet.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna target that. Oh, I think I was. And I'm gonna say anybody who targets children, darling, I've seen skeletons with bigger balls than you.
Oh fuck.
Damn.
I cannot wait for a whole campaign of vicious mockery.
I know. I'm excited for this.
I have so many, and I think of the weird thing is I think of them at work, so then I have to like write them down real quick.
I need you to just play a bard forever. I think.
Okay, you are the pink one. Did you target one?
Yeah, I targeted the one in front of Danae.
Okay.
It's got the little red arrows around it.
Yeah, I don't see the arrows. I see dots.
Oh, mine's the.
If you
hot
look at
pink
the
dot.
stream, you'll see what it looks like for everyone else. Only you see the target.
Oh, it looks like red on your stream.
Right,
Looks
that's
like
what
a
I'm
little
saying.
red one.
It didn't look like the pink color that you actually selected. It's weird.
Oh, that's weird.
But
Ah, damn it.
yeah, he succeeds. So like as you said that goes harsh. Oh, he's in too much pain to really register that insult clearly.
Fair enough.
It would have been devastating if he was not hurt at all.
And then I am going to give a bardic inspiration. Within 60 feet. Okay, cool. Oh shit. Oh, I'm doing something and I don't mean to be doing it. I don't know what I did. How do I delete? Okay, cool. Thank you. How do I do the measuring? Okay, I clicked the wrong one. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Arnatar.
Okay.
It's a I don't know how I guess use ability, but I don't know how do I have to like target Arnatar to do it?
No, so Arnatar, you have she linked it. So you have a bardic inspiration. It's a d6.
Yep.
You know how that
All good.
works, right? Okay.
All good.
I
have a
don't
question.
know. Yes?
The initiative tracker at the top, is it changing for everyone else?
No, you guys are doing your surprise round, and then we're gonna start after you go now. Then combat starts for the whole everyone.
Got it.
And for the bardic, I'm gonna say bardics are different than cutting words or than vicious mockery. Vicious mockery is a
Correct.
sentence.
Yep.
My bardic is a limerick. There once was a lizard so blue, whose courage might have been shaky and true, but with this bard stirring verse, it shed fear like a curse and danced with a spirit anew.
Wow.
Damn.
I couldn't find one that rhymed with green. I'm sorry.
Mic drop, dude.
All right, Arnatar.
It helps when you teach limericks and poetry.
Wait, you should just steal all your students' limericks.
Sometimes I do. I'm like, can you make one that rhymes with like this word?
That's fantastic.
For the chat, by the way, my students are 5 and 6 years old.
Love that. All right. Wait, is it my turn?
Yes.
I will move here. And I will non-lethally slap this guy on the side of the head with the broadside of my rapier.
Okay. That'll hit. Roll damage. Oh, easily. With that, he goes unconscious. Bleeding out, but unconscious.
Do I need to?
He was cut. He was fucked up before from someone else, so like he's still dying, but now unconscious instead of outright dead. He's gonna be making death saves.
Okay.
Unless someone stabilizes him.
I will just then say, make sure we keep this one alive, and I will end my turn.
Okay. Start of the turn order. Nanai!
Yeah. I have a question. So I turned on the where we saw last time for like rage. I turned it on, but now the passive effects, it doesn't show that's on there, and it didn't consume a rage when I
It did or
checked.
didn't?
Did not. So I still have 3 uses, even though I used 1 earlier.
I thought you get proficiency ranges.
Like now it gives me the use ability.
So how do you activate it?
Because last time you said, oh, you don't have like a symbol around you. So I went to effects, and then there was a slot to like turn on or enable effect for rage.
So go to the features tab
Uh-huh.
and click on
And just
rage.
go from there?
Click on rage, and it says use ability, consume available usage.
Okay.
Right? And now you're down to 2 out of 3.
Okay.
And then on the effects page, so when let me do this. I think I have to.
All
do
right.
it. So for some reason, I gotta look into this. On the chat, at the very bottom, underneath where it says like bonus action, self 1 minute, there's an effect button where I can apply it to your character. But I don't think you guys can see that, so I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't have that.
So just next time you apply it, when you pop up with rage, I'll apply the effect.
Wait,
Okay.
so shouldn't her last attack have done 2 more damage?
No, she had the extra 2 on there. She had 1d20 plus 2 plus 2. Oh, no. You're right. That's the attack roll.
Yeah. That's her strength.
So how do you want to kill this guy from the last turn?
A beheading.
Okay. He's beheaded as your great axe just cleaves through the neck. Now you can take your turn to attack someone else.
Alright. And this, she's just gonna step over the body and head to the one further up.
Okay.
And she is going to reckless attack.
Make sure you target and get within range.
Alright. Doo-doosh.
That was a normal attack. So reckless attack gives you advantage, right?
My bad.
So
Sorry.
roll again. Woof.
Oof.
Yeah, as you do it recklessly, he's able to take a step back and then back again. As your great axe just whiffs and barely misses him by a few inches each swing.
She's just gonna be like, you stay right there, I'm coming after you. And yeah.
Oh god. Okay. Keel.
Shouldn't we be back at the turn order? It just started.
Huh?
We already all went. The
Right, you had a surprise round, and then the turn order starts.
Oh, okay. All right. It's not in order.
Surprise
It's
rounds
not
can
in
be
order.
lethal if planned properly.
I'm going to try and move up and knock this guy out.
You can't.
Oh, I don't
quite
have enough
reach him.
speed.
Yeah.
Bummer. Well, then I'll start this with Toll the Dead. Oh, target.
Which one? That guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Oof. Doesn't make the save.
He's full health, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god. Wait, did you roll that or did I?
I think you did.
I'm deleting that. You roll. I thought I did the applied damage, but I did the damage. Okay. As like you see it, like he doesn't react with like the other guy like put his hands up over his ears. This guy just his eyes go a little bit wider, and like shakes his head like trying to clear something out of it.
That's it.
Okay. Kestrel.
I am. Seems like we're targeting this one, so I'm actually going to move my target to that one. And let me pull up my notes here. Sorry, I'm just looking at something real quick. I'm going to see if I can move.
Arnatar, you're on deck, so start thinking about what you want to do.
I'm gonna move closer since so we can kind of get like a little bit of an L shape around this guy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move right here. What is the yellow square again? Is that like on top of something or?
No, it's saying that you already moved a little bit this turn, but because you moved partially before and we didn't start the turn order, it still thinks it's the first turn. So as long as you're within 25 feet, you're fine.
Okay, cool. And I'm gonna take a swing at him with my rapier, actually.
Okay.
So it's like pretty much impossible for him to go like down the trail to like warn the others, essentially. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not letting me for some reason.
I see it in the chat. Do you hit the attack
Oh,
button?
you did? Oh, okay, cool. I didn't see it pop up. My computer's just going slow.
That will hit. Roll your damage. How do you kill him?
Ooh. I forgot to say non-lethal, so I'm just gonna kind of like
How do you non-lethal kill him with your sword?
So with like a rapier, do those have like the hilts that like curve around
Sure, if you wanted to.
fingers? You know what I mean?
If you want to hit it with the hilt.
Yeah, but like kind of so it that like almost like punch him holding the rapier, so like that metal part that curves around the forefingers and all that.
Okay.
Like get him on like the back of the neck or something so he can get knocked out.
Okay, he's unconscious and not dying.
So that's 2 of them. I think that should be plenty.
Okay. Anything else?
I think I'm good for now.
Arnatar.
Yes,
Okay, knocking another one unconscious changes my plan. But
Oh, sorry. I thought we were going for more than one.
It helps because this guy's bleeding out, and I was about to use my turn to try to stop him from bleeding out. Now I don't care. So I will.
Step on him as you walk past him. I'm just kidding.
I will cast Ray of Frost on the last conscious one.
Make sure you target him. Yeah.
I love the little animations, so they're so cool.
Yeah. Roll damage. Nice. As it hits him he dodges out of the way, it barely hits him in the thigh.
Okay, he is 10 feet slower, and I'm moving over here.
Yep.
That's my turn.
Alright. Dead, unconscious. He's gonna make a death save. Success! So he gets 1 success. He's unconscious and not dying, so he's fine. The last guy is gonna make a run for it. And he's heading right for the house, and he's starting to scream.
He's 10 feet slower.
Right. So, for the sake of this bait, the way he's going perpendicular. We're just gonna say he's running 30. Is it 10 feet total or?
His movement speed, I believe, but I can. You should be able.
Speed is reduced by 10. Yep. So he moves 40 as he dashes. He's starting to yell from help. Remember, you're only 250 feet away from the house. A good shout can probably draw attention. And at that, Tem.
Okay, I'm gonna run a 30.
You stand up, which takes up half your movement. Sorry.
Alright.
So you go 15. Because you're prone from where they dropped you.
Okay. Where is? I'm gonna use this javelin.
Okay. Where did you take your javelin from?
It's like it's like right behind his neck, you know, like it's kind of just there.
He kind of just leans his neck, his head down a little bit, and just pulls it out of his back.
Throw it at him.
Yep. Make your attack roll. 30 feet is the sweet spot. 35. So it's gonna be a disadvantage.
But I'm gonna use my inspiration, so I'm gonna roll with normal.
Roll disadvantage, and then you can re-roll if you don't like it. Okay. Hey. I never had it on disadvantage before. I just want to check something. It gives you advantage in the roll. I'm sorry. So, we'll say whatever the first one was that you rolled. So the first one you rolled was the 7. So that was your normal roll with the inspiration.
Okay.
It gives you advantage, so it would just negate the one that you did.
Gotcha. All right. So then that's it.
Okay. And Nanai.
Yeah. Okay. I have a question. If I were to move across this way to try to meet it, is it difficult terrain? Because I'm going through.
I ruled that this is not difficult terrain.
Okay, perfect then. Shoot, I still can't reach him. Alright, I'm gonna drop my great axe and equip my crossbow. Is equipping an action? Or just taking it out?
It's a free action for one. For if you're dropping one, not sheathing it, then it's a free action to pull out a new weapon.
Alright. And then could I attack with my crossbow?
Okay. Target and attack. Misses. As it goes wide and hits like the far rock.
Alright. And then I think that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Keel.
So we have you rolling saves on these guys, the bandits.
Just
Which
the
ones
one.
were-
This guy was
which
almost
one?
dead when he decided to knock him unconscious. So since no one was pulling the punches before, he was bleeding out. The other one is stable and unconscious already.
Okay, so there's one stable one.
Yeah.
Then I'll do Toll the Dead on our guy. I think I
What's the range on that?
60. Just gonna move up a little.
One more.
It's targeted
Okay.
and damaged, right? Yeah. Okay.
He is damaged. He fails. You can hear that bell tolling. Oof.
This one guy.
Yeah. If he gets to his turn again, it's gonna be alright. Anything else? As like he kind of stumbles a little bit as he grabs his ears. Get out of my head!
Yeah, that's it.
Kestrel.
I wanted to save some of these, but how far is 60-foot range? Okay. God damn it. All right, I'm gonna go like right here. Oh wait, sorry, I'm not. There we go. Like right here. Nope. Hold on, I'll figure it out. Right there.
Yep.
And I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force.
Ooh. Okay.
Might be a bit much, so I have another plan if this Phantasmal Force is too much. You still need to make an intelligence saving throw either way, but I'd like to kind of make it look like it's no larger than a 10-foot cube. Can it be moving?
I mean, the image is stationary in a spot, but it moves and reacts as you say it does. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an illusion, like of something real.
I like to make it look like there's a crack appearing like right here, or I guess like in like right here between the bushes.
Okay, can you cast a spell? You should be able to put a template down.
Oh yeah. Just anything to get him to stop, I guess. That's my goal. But I want it, like, the reason I was asking if it can move is because it can look like the crack, like, starts and then just splits immediately open. You know what I mean? So it's like a sudden, like a sinkhole almost, you know?
Yes. Good to know. Okay. So it doesn't take root in his mind. You can see that it failed on him.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, it did not work.
Damn.
Anything else?
No. Does Arnitar, do you still have the Bardic?
He does.
I didn't use it yet. Okay, yeah, then I'm...
All set? Okay, Arnitar.
Question.
Shoot.
Can
So remember
I-
that hill is about 5 to 7 feet tall. So you have to climb up there. You don't have a line of sight of him really from where you are.
But can I walk that?
You can climb it with half speed.
So the closest I can get is here.
One more back.
Here.
Yeah. Because it takes 10 feet of movement to move 5 feet.
Got it. Which I thought would only subtract 5 feet from my speed, but okay. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna.
Wait, am I doing it wrong?
If I'm only
If you're
only
moving
one-
5 feet in difficult terrain, right? It doubles the movement, so it takes 10 feet to move 5 feet.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah. I was thinking about it weird. I'm gonna walk up there. And then cast Misty Step.
Okay. That's your bonus action.
And then I'm going to cast Booming Blade.
Oh god. Okay. That's a solid choice of a spell to use for that.
What does this do? Oh. Alright, I have to roll my rapier as
Yep.
well. I was wondering if it would just do it all, but
That will hit. Roll damage.
he's probably just dead. But
By the way, you moved the token right on. Okay, there you go.
I
Yeah,
didn't-
and with that, how do you kill him?
So you see me teleport over there, and then I draw my rapier, and as I'm drawing it, I give it like a little flourish, and it suddenly is cloaked in like thunderous energy. And in the motion of drawing it and like giving it a flourish, I sort of bring it around over his head, and then right into his chest, and you see the thunder like go into him and like surround his body as he is stabbed through. And then the thunder kind of just dissipates.
I love it. Alright, and then with that, we're out of combat and end of session. Exactly, here comes the thunder. Both bandits are stabilized. One is really wounded, but he was able to succeed his death saves. And with that, we're ending for the night.
Woohoo.
Well done, people.
Getting a little nervous about that last bandit. Not gonna lie.
I was not nervous at all. The bardic inspiration made me so confident that I was going to kill that guy no matter what on my turn.
Well, thank you all for those who tuned in to watch another session. And then we'll see you all next week. Also, if you're into it, there's another group on Thursday. Different players, same campaign. Take it easy.